everybody. Pam here with BeeCreative Crafts, and welcome to Off the Hook, episode 75. And y'all, I'm going to go ahead and bring up my basement dweller. Give me just a second. It's Miss Nancy.
I'm a basement dweller now?
Yeah. And we have a few people that have said they're going to hopefully join us on panel later tonight. So, y'all, wait till y'all see what I worked up. Okay, so I had this idea the other night laying in bed. It was dark, and I'm like, ooh, I bet Sedge Stitch would make a granny square. So then I wanted to get up right then and get the yarn and the hook, but I also knew that if I did that, I would be up till like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I had work the next day, so that wasn't happening. So I did it last night. And this is what I came up with. It took a little trial and error because, you know, you're not working in the first stitch, you're working in the third. But I figured it out. And I used a 7mm for this one, so it's a little flimsier, or not flimsier, but it's a looser fabric. And the one that I did when I got home from work today is a denser fabric. And I'll show y'all this again when I flip the camera. But I made this one with a J. So I think I'm going to go in the middle, and I'm going to use my K hook. So I'll be using a 6.5mm, but you can use whatever hook size you want that goes along with the yarn that you're using. Both of these were 4 weights. Like I said, this one was a 7. This one was my J, which is a 6.
I'm looking for those. For some reason, I was using the J on something, and now I can't find it.
That sounds about right.
I was using the J on the scarf. Hello, everyone. I said hello.
Hey, everybody. Let me welcome y'all in right quick. So Tank says, hey, Pam, she'll be back. Okay, and there's Chris K. Welcome in. Hi, Sandra and Miss Kimberly. And there's Miss Adele saying hi to everybody. And there's Angel and Miss Margie. Miss Margie was going to go eat, so she might join us on panel in a little bit. Yes, a J. Hey, Paula. Oh, Tank's back. Hi, Dawn. Welcome in. Hi, Nishi. And there's Miss Karen. Hey, Steve. Hi, Ivy B. Welcome in. Hey, Connie. And Miss Sandra. And whoop, Miss Paula has been a member for 4 months. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, Larry. Welcome in. Henry is Larry, right?
Yes.
I ask you that every time, but that's because my brain has to compute. I have to say it that way to remind myself that I am correct. He says, howdy, howdy to all. Hey, Tammy, welcome in. And Kimberly said, ooh, that's pretty. Thank you, thank you. And Mishi has been a member for 5 months. Yay, thanks y'all so much. I appreciate everybody that watches. And I really appreciate the members because they do pay a little extra each month that helps me keep my channel going. And I'm able to buy yarn and show y'all fun things, and yeah. So thanks y'all. I appreciate it. Let's see. Miss Sandra said she's not doing very well tonight, and her hubby is trying to force her to go to the ER. And the last time she went, she was given a 1-way ambulance ride to the hospital. Well, Miss Sandra, if your hubby thinks you're needing to go to the ER, then maybe you might need to go to the ER.
I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Yes, exactly. Sometimes those around us see things that you don't see. And if you are like me, I am stubborn. And so I wait. And so the last time I waited, I was like, I'm fine. Not talking about my car accident, but like a couple years back. Well, it was pre-pandemic. I waited. And by the time I finally went, I did do like a virtual teledoc thing. By the time I finally went to see the doctor in person, I landed in ICU with pneumonia, and it was really bad, and it was almost I was getting septic. So
wow,
don't be me. Go to the doctor. So now I don't mess around. I don't wait. I just go.
Yeah.
So, but I just kept thinking, oh, it's just bronchitis. It'll go away. It's fine. Like I said, this was pre-pandemic, so Yeah. Hello, Miss Diane. Hey, ABD, welcome in. Chris said, "Ooh, that's so pretty." Oh, let's see. Mishi said she was gifted some Premiere Sophie today. Love it so much just to find out it's discontinued. Why do they do that to us? I know, right? And I'm trying to do better because I know y'all told me last week that the yarn I used has been discontinued. So I'm trying not to do that tonight. So tonight I'm going to be using Red Heart Super Saver in this bright neon pink. And even if this has been discontinued, you can find a comparable. I'm not going to show y'all something pretty and shiny and then tell you, haha, you can't get it unless you go pay an arm and a leg to buy it.
And I'm also using Red Heart in the blue. So I got blue, she's got pink.
Yay! And I started to grab Bluebell because I have plenty of that. Hey, Miss Debbie. Hey, Connie. Connie's saying hey to Dawn. I think I said hi to you just a minute ago, but in case I didn't, haha. Sandra said, and the last time also ended in emergency surgery. Then go.
Then go.
Like Nancy said, better safe than sorry. Just go ahead and go, get checked out, put everybody's mind at ease, and then you can come back home. But at least if you know that you're okay, but if your husband is worried, then just go get checked out, and then you can come back home. Take you some crochet with you in case you're going to be there for a little bit, waiting on the doctors and stuff.
Yes.
And take your project. And hello, Miss Angela. Welcome in. She says hey to everybody in to panel and chat. She is doing. She is working on nothing right now. Well, you know what? Sometimes that's what you got to do. Oh, and Sandra says, but she prefers to see her doctor in the morning. Well, I don't know what's going on, but I'm still gonna side with your husband. If he thinks you need to go be checked out, in my experience, if a man is saying go to the doctor, then
because men are the last ones that want to go to the doctor.
Exactly.
Well, excuse me, most men. Let's.
Yes.
I'm not generalizing. Most men.
Yes. The men and the most of the men in my immediate surroundings don't want to go.
That's how my dad is.
So just so if he's suggesting, Margie's saying hey to everybody she's missed. She's gonna be eating right quick so she can join us on panel because y'all, I'm excited to show y'all how to do this, and I hope everybody that comes up on panel is able to pick it up. And I don't know if there is a Sedge Stitch granny square. It just popped in my head and I figured it out, and so we're gonna do it. Hey, Jonathan, welcome in. Hello, Miss Diane. And Chris said, will lilies work? Sure. You can use any yarn you want. Because that's what I was thinking. I initially grabbed this yarn right here. I initially grabbed some I Love This yarn, or I Love This cotton. But I decided, baby girl said she wanted me to make her a blanket in pink, purple, and blue. So I thought I may as well go ahead and start it with this. And get started on working that up. Hello, Miss Darcia. Welcome in.
Hey, Darcia, and everybody else is coming in. I'm diddling everything that she's saying.
And Bridget. There's Bridget. Y'all, if y'all have not seen Bridget's unboxing video, y'all need to go check it.
I saw that one. Her face was so happy when she saw that.
Some of the panel members that have hung with me backstage knew my secret plan, but for the rest of y'all just need to go watch it because mission accomplished.
That she's like a few inches away from finishing her dress.
Yay! And she finished a wrap. So y'all go check out her video. But yeah, like I knew what I was doing when she offered the yarn. So y'all just have to go.
And it came out beautiful.
That is, and y'all, I've made a bunch of that. Hey, Jerry. Bridget said, I about cried. It was so sweet. Aw, thanks, Bridget. Well, I didn't want to make you cry, but I just wanted to send you something back.
And it's one of her favorite colors.
right? And it's pink because it's all about the pink.
Uh-huh.
I know I told y'all we were gonna do a Sedge Stitch hat. This is the one I was working on, or that I came up with.
Oh, it's
Um,
all Sedge Stitch.
it's all Sedge Stitch. Yep, and that was my plan. That's what I was gonna show y'all tonight until I came up with this. No, not this. This. Anyway, I added a pom pom to the slouchy beanie, the slouchy one.
Where'd you get your pom poms from?
Amazon, I do believe. And y'all look, it's being held on with a stitch marker. It's got that little elastic piece, so I just put it with a stitch marker. But yeah. So I did put up a video so if you were in the live last week and you were wanting to make one of the hats, but you don't want to sit through the whole live to watch it, I do have a tutorial up now for the snow day beanie for an adult.
Yeah,
Nisha,
I was supposed to be watching that, and the last couple of days have been down days for me.
hey, that's okay. I haven't made a whole lot. Well, no, I haven't made a whole lot this week. Has been busy. I've been busy every night, but I did with that granny scrap last night. Mishi said they had baked chicken drumsticks. Oh, why you gotta use them big words, Mishi? Brought. We're gonna say brought. Brought card Tofflin. We're gonna go with that. You could tell me how bad I butchered it in the comments. I don't mind. With carrots, and it was so good. Hubby says he can tell because my face was all greasy. Hey, that's the best way. Just, yeah. All right, y'all. I am going to flip my camera.
You can make me small.
Because she said, well done. Yay. All right, so I'm going to flip my camera, and we shall get started. So if y'all want to go grab some yarn and your favorite hook, and I gotta click the right button. I'm like, why can't I flip it? It's because I hit share screen instead of flip camera.
There we go. You can't see my hands. Hold on. Let me flip a little bit more.
Alrighty.
I wish I had my other camera, but like I said, we're gonna work with what we have, right? There we go. You can see my hands and my shirt.
Y'all, I gotta figure out why. Y'all know. Okay, we're just gonna move the table to me instead of me to the table because I don't know what I'm hooked up on tonight. I'm always hooked up on yarn. And okay, so. Oh yeah, you said make me big. Okay, cool. There we go. I tried to move my camera back a little bit because I noticed last week I had it down so low that to me, when I was watching the playback, it looked like my yarn was a little bit out of focus. So we're going to try it this way, and it's an ever learning process, y'all.
Yes.
Okay, so this is what I made up last night. This is just some, I don't even know what color it is, blush maybe, but it's also, I love this cotton. And so that's what I did. You will be turning your work.
Okay.
So that's what I did. And like the little corners are kind of like floofing out. So I was afraid that if I kept going, when I was looking at it last night, I thought, oh, it's going to make like this funky shape. But when I did it today with this one, it did not do that. I mean, it is still doing that, but as you see, I ran out of yarn right here.
It's not as noticeable.
Yeah. So I ran out of yarn right here. So I started here. So you can see here, it's, it's laying pretty. Let's see. Everybody's welcome.
I love this cotton. I love this cotton is soft.
Yes, it is very soft. I love this cotton. To me, I love this cotton from Hobby Lobby. Is a nice wearable cotton. It's good for clothing.
Yes.
Like you've got your kitchen cotton and you got your wearable cotton. I love this cotton wearable.
Yes.
And Mishi says hello to all the lurkers. Yes, and let me do this right quick. This is for everybody that is lurking and listening and watching and crafting. And Dawn is working on a sun bunny. So this is for everybody that is watching. This is for y'all.
I love this cotton. I use for my when I make my dolls. I love this cotton.
Hey, Kim, welcome in. Kim said she loves
Hello.
this cotton, but she's had some of the reds and variegated with reds and other colors. Please, yes, I have. Not with the cotton, but I have with the I love this yarn even. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it was just a random one that I happened to get or.
Well, I haven't made wearables with mine, so it's just toys.
I did crochet this week, y'all. My blanket is all caught up. That's where I'm at.
Oh, it's so pretty.
So there's January's moss stitch, a little border, and then here's the sedge stitch. And then the stitch for March is the half double. So we will start with that next week, y'all. We are still, Thursday is still February, so we'll have one more week of the sedge stitch.
Yeah, because it's 29 days this year.
Yes. Hello, Miss Connie. Art with Connie has joined us. All right, so.
And I made a little bag with the sedge stitch and the half double.
Ooh, hold up. Let me switch you so you can show that right quick.
Oh, okay.
Switch a Roosie. There you go.
I bought this the ombre red heart. I was gonna make a scarf, but it's really rough. So I decided to make a little bag that's big enough to hold my phone and my wallet. And I lined it too. So what I did, the body itself is the sedge stitch. The sides are single, and then the handle is half double. And it's long enough to go crossbody.
And I'm loving it. It turned out super duper cute.
And the purple is not the purple you see on screen. I don't know why the purple is so hard to notice, but
yeah, so some colors just don't want to pick up, but that's really really cute.
And I had purple floral fabric that I just put in there.
Hey, Margie.
Hey.
So Bridget said, "Oh my gosh, that bag is so cute, and the fabric is OMG, I love it."
Yeah, and I still have more of this fabric. I can make more stuff with it. I believe I made some zippered pouches with it that sold already. But it's big enough for my wallet and my phone. So if I just want to go to the store real quick with just that, it's perfect size. And I like the ombre effect too.
Mm-hmm.
It starts with a light color there, and it goes darker, and then the handle the same thing. Starts at light and it goes darker.
That's really pretty. I like that a lot.
But I will be making the sedge hat with it too. The same, similar to my pink one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna make because I have enough purple left over to make a hat. And I made a headband. Hold on.
Oh yeah, show the headband before I switch us.
A sedge stitch headband with the purple too.
Yay! Tank said she is on the border of her last shawl. Not very last, just done, or she's on the border of, yeah. And Darcia wants to know, Nancy, how did you put the fabric inside?
I just so because I make a lot of purses too, so I just sewed it, the size of the bag, right? And then put it inside out, so that the pretty fabric is on the inside. And then all I did, you can't really tell because I used purple thread, and I just sewed it on. There, I just sewed it onto the bag.
Okay.
But you can't tell because I used purple thread, and it just hides on the outside. But the inside is it's the same size as the bag.
And that'll help keep that acrylic from stretching when you put stuff in it.
Yep. because I wasn't gonna put because it's not like I said, I was only gonna put my wallet and my phone in it. But when I put the phone in it, it was pulling this part down a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't.
Here's the forecast for tomorrow. Look for partly sunny weather.
Yep. So putting that lining in. So
Yeah.
Mishi wants to know, did you hand sew or machine?
You girl, you think I did those nice stitches by here? No,
Maybe.
that's Kimberly's job.
Let's see. Karen said, after all these years, I'm making a virus shawl by Fiber Spider. Wait. All these years, okay, so I don't know if that's supposed to be I'm not making or no making, but she said she's got a
For
moss
now.
blanket and fall blankets done on the last picot of the moss scarf. Awesome.
Okay,
Alrighty, let me switch Ruzia's back and we'll get started.
I'm ready for the Sedge square.
Okay, so this color is perfect, or nope, it's not the perfectly pink. I swapped it. This one's pretty in pink. I don't know if it's available still. It's just Red Heart Super Staver. So yeah. And Connie said with the Sedge Stitch, she made a headband and a scarf. Awesome. Whoop. And y'all, I got a weather alert. Lightning has been detected from my location, which it said we may be getting some storms tonight. So, okay, so let's see. We're going to scooch this way. All right, so I'm going to start with a magic ring again. You do not have to do a magic ring. However you like to start your granny squares, if you want to chain 2 or 3 or even 4.
Hello, Dorothea. Hello, Jessica.
Hey, Doretha. Welcome in, Jessica.
Oh, Doretha?
So if you want to...
it's not Dorothea?
Dorothea.
Doretha.
Doretha. Uh-huh.
So if you want to chain a couple and then work back into the...
Are we doing double crochet or half double or single into
We're going to be doing single crochet.
Okay, so I'll do the chain 2 and then do the...
And then work into the first stitch. Okay.
Yeah, that's how I do mine.
And let's see, we've got... Oh, did Candy come in? I missed Candy coming in. Hey, Candy, welcome in. And let's see, Connie, let me scroll back up because I missed a few. Let's see, Connie said with the Sedge Stitch, she made a headband and a scarf. I think I read that one. Then there's where Miss Candy came in. And Karen said it's her first time doing one. Awesome. Okay, so I read it right the first time. So she's making a Fiber Spider shawl. I love Craig. He just seems like such a fun person.
Yeah, I caught him live the other day with what's the other guy's name?
Russell.
Yes, they did a pop-up live. I think it was last week. Not this Sunday, but last Sunday.
I caught part of that. There's Miss Niecy. Welcome in.
Hi, Jen.
Niecy said she's taking the fur baby outside real quick.
Everybody's just coming in right now.
Jen's gonna be lurking.
Just in time.
Hey, Regina. Alrighty. All right, let's get started, y'all. I know I said that already. Well, this time I mean it. Okay, so we're going to be working 10 single crochets into the ring. So if you want to do chain 2 and then work back into your first stitch, you're going to be working 10 single crochets.
Gotcha.
I'm going to make a magic ring. Again, you don't have to do it that way. That's just what I like to do because I'm a weirdo, I guess.
No, everybody has it the way that they like to do things. There's no wrong way to do anything.
Jen said, Stitches Raiders. Exactly. So that would be Miss Thrissis sending her peeps over. All right, so we're going to do 10
a bunch of them are coming in.
Yes. So there's 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Hey, Rudy.
Hey, Rudy. Oh, more lightning detected in my area. So 1, 2, 3.
Let's be careful.
Right now, doesn't sound like it's storming or anything. It just sounds like nothingness outside, so that's good. All right, so then we're going to close up our ring. You're going to slip stitch to join.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You said 10, right?
Yep. 1, 2,
10.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
1,
Stop.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
If
Okay.
I can. Okay, hold up. I'm like hooked up on my yarn here. Hold on.
Please don't. Please don't.
Do, 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 do.
What you working on, Margie?
I am catching up on my blanket. So I am a little behind. I haven't even started the Sedge Stitch part of my blanket.
Oh, and somebody said they loved my blanket a while ago. Let me scrolly back up. So who? Let's see, because I don't want to say the wrong name, because I think I know who it was.
Miss Jen, we're making a granny square using the Sedge Stitch that Miss Pam is going to show us how to do.
Yes, Connie. I thought so. I just didn't want to say Connie and then it be somebody and then be wrong. She said she loved my blanket. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. This is what we're making, Miss Jen. I decided the other night that I thought that the Sedge Stitch would make a pretty granny square. Move my thingy. And it did. So this one I used a J, so it's a very dense fabric. It's very sturdy. So for this one I'm using a K, which is a 6.5 millimeter, so it'll be a little more flowy for a blanket. All right, so now we're just going to increase and we're going to do, whoops, we're going to do chain 1 and then 2 single crochets in each and every stitch around, so you'll end up with 20 stitches total.
Okay.
And I'm still hooking on that yarn. There we go. I mean, I'm supposed to hook the yarn, but you know, not that way.
I hope people can see what I'm doing, even though that you're the one that's teaching them.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, now I hear the thunder, y'all. It's
Thunder,
rolling in.
thunder, then the lightning.
And the thunder rolls. And the lightning strikes.
I was thinking of the other thunder song by Imagine Dragons.
That one.
From Imagine Dragons.
Oh no, I went to AC/DC. Definitely not the same.
Thunder,
Okay.
then the lightning.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, I like that song though.
I like. My son likes a video because they film it in Dubai.
Uh-huh.
He loves watching those big tall buildings.
Cool.
He can tell you all the stats on all these skyscrapers. How many floors, how many feet, and how long it took him to build it. He's got all that stuff in his head.
That's cool though. I scrolled back up because I remembered somebody else had talked about rain. So Karen said they had the rain and lightning on Sunday night, 30-mile-an-hour winds. And Tank said it's been raining there since about 6. It's been raining here today, but it was like a gentle rain. I mean, enough to where you had to put your windshield wipers on, but it was like it's like that fine mist rain. So it wasn't real hard, and you didn't get soaking wet. Hey, Thriss.
Hi,
Welcome
Chris.
in.
Well, we had rain earlier this week because it brought cold weather. Because it's been in the 40s in the morning.
And y'all, Thriss has also been a member for 5 months. Yay! And yes, Jen did a Thriss raid, so thank you for sending your peeps over and raiding. Thriss is saying hi to everybody. All right, y'all, almost done with this round.
I done.
Slip stitch. And then we slip stitch.
I slip stitched.
Okay, and now, no worries. Thriss said I forgot to call it out. That's okay. Jen still did a stitches raid. Thriss, we are making a granny square using the Sedge Stitch. Because in my little brain, I decided that, ooh, that'll make a pretty granny square. So
Yep.
I thought we're going to try it and see. And if it failed, then I wouldn't show y'all, and y'all would never know.
I'm gonna make
But
mine
it worked.
big enough for a coaster.
But it worked. So, yep. Oh, Darcia said ads. Yep, they should be about over. They should be short
I think
ads.
with the Sedge Stitch with it being squishy, it'll be a cool coaster.
Oh, yeah, it would be.
See my question,
Let
Karen.
me scroll back up.
Okay,
Okay.
Scott done. So do you ring and chain?
For this, for what we're working on now, I did the magic ring, and then I did 10 single crochets. Nancy did 2 chains and then worked her 10 single crochets into the first chain. So it's your choice on how you want to start it. So do 10 single crochets in the ring.
Hello, Lisa.
Hey, Lisa. She said she's popping in to
Hey,
leave her
Lisa.
on her way to the shops. Have fun, Miss Lisa. And then for round 2, you just work 2 single crochets in each stitch around and slip stitch to join.
Uh-huh.
And for round 3, you're going to chain 1. I may have forgot to say that. You do chain 1. That's just so you're above your stitch. But that doesn't count as a stitch or anything. It's just a chain. Okay, now you're going to work 5 single crochets in a row.
5. Okay.
5. So 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
And this is where this is where we're squaring it off. And Darcia said back from the ads. Okay, so if anybody was in the ads and you missed it, we have chained 1. Now we're on round 3, and you're going to work 5 single crochets in a row. Hello, Snapdragon Crochet.
Hello,
And then we're going to chain 2, and that's your first corner. And then going right into that very next single crochet, work 5 more single crochets.
So we don't. Okay, gotcha. But we don't skip anything. We just keep on going around.
Right.
I think that came a little tight there.
So I'll show you what you should have. So I mean, you didn't skip anything. You just put a little chain 2. You just put a little chain 2 at the end of the 5 single crochets.
Okay.
Okay, and then so after you do your 5, then do it again, chain 2. So now you've made 2 sides, and now you're going to work 5 single crochets again, just starting in the very next stitch. This will be side number 3. Whoopsies. See, the problem with sitting like this and crocheting is I'm crocheting even tighter than normal. And Snapdragon says to Mishi, how are you, girl? Mishi said, doing great. It's Friday Eve. Yes, ma'am. Chain 2. And then you'll work your last 5 single crochets.
Chain 2.
Nope.
And then 5.
Yep. I said no. I thought you were at the end. Yeah. Chain 2 and then 5 single crochets. And then you should be back around to where we started almost. It is. But Tank is Friday Eve.
5.
So, you know, the day before Friday.
Do we do 2 more chains and slip stitch?
Nope, we're gonna do a half double crochet to so that we work. So if you're ready.
Yes.
All right, you're gonna do a half double crochet. You're gonna go into that first single crochet of the round, and you're gonna work a half double crochet.
Oh, that's weird.
Okay, and what that does is it puts you in that corner.
Oh,
so that you.
Oh.
Yeah, this is how I like to do my granny squares.
Like
that way you don't have to. That way you don't have to slip stitch across. Hey, Granny D, welcome in.
Look.
Hello, Miss Elaine.
Look at, I have a square.
Yay! Yes. So we just took our circle and turned it into a square.
Hi, Granny D. Hi, Elaine. I
Alrighty.
miss your old name. I like saying hot damn Elaine.
All right, y'all. We are going to chain 1.
Chain 1.
Okay, into the little corner that you just made. So onto the side of your half double crochet here.
Uh-huh.
We're going to work the first sedge stitch. So you're going to work your single crochet, a half double crochet,
single,
and then a double crochet into that corner space, which has now become your, so that's the first half of your first corner.
Got it.
Okay, now we're going to skip 2 single crochets and we're going to work into that middle crochet. So you'll have 2 on either side. So you're going to skip work into that third one.
Single, half.
It might be easier to count back from the opposite side. Hey, Zach, welcome in.
Hey, Zach.
And then in that middle one, you're going to work your sedge stitch, which is your single or your sedge stitch cluster or however you want to call it, whatever you want to call it. Work your single,
the middle,
half double, and
single,
a double.
Half double.
Granny D says, a blanket howdy do to all. Hi. And y'all, Miss Granny D posted a video earlier. She has got a reading video up. So if y'all like to listen to her read, be sure to go check it out. Then you're going to skip those last 2 stitches and you're going to jump over here to your chain 2 space, which is your next corner, and you're going to work the sedge stitch again. So single, half, and then double.
Got it.
Whoopsies. So for those that are listening and like not looking up, okay, so I need to remember to say, okay, so single, half double, and then double.
True.
3 separate stitches. And not half double, because that's the name of the stitch. Okay. Chain 2.
Chain 2.
And then go back into that same space, that same chain 2 space that you were just working, and work another sedge stitch, and that's going to be your corner.
Awesome.
So single, half, double, double.
Okay.
Jerry.
Hey, Jerry. I said, wasn't he here earlier? I said hello.
He was, but he must have missed us. And let's see, Zach says he prefers Sunday, though, because he's off on Monday. Yes. And let's see. I was asking Granny D how she was feeling. Because everybody likes the updates from Miss Granny D.
Don't forget, hit that thumbs up as you come in.
Aw, thanks. And then we're just going to repeat it, y'all. Then you're going to skip 2 and jump over into this middle stitch and work the sedge stitch. And Jerry, I believe Lisa did say she got her winnings in, so yay. Wow, okay, now it is pouring down rain here. So if y'all hear it, you might be able to hear it. It's loud.
Not yet.
I'll get quiet, see if y'all can hear it.
Well, I don't know if you can. My AC is running, so it's hard to hear.
Well, if it thunders real loud, I'm sure you'll be able to hear it this time because it is really raining hard. Okay, so we're going to jump across here and back into this next corner. You're going to work the same corner stitch, which was the sedge stitch, chain 2, and then the sedge stitch again. So your sedge stitch cluster is your single, a half double, and a double. And Jerry says hello to anybody else he may have missed. Chain 2. Okay, here's Miss Granny D's update. She said she's not in a lot of pain with her surgery leg, thank goodness. And her good leg is good when she's not trying to put all of her weight on it, which is what she has to do to transfer from bed to wheelchair. Well, you just keep taking your time and recover and
and listen to the doctors.
Yes. Get in. And then we're
Yeah,
gonna. Did I do
yeah,
my chain tip? I did.
yeah. She popped up on my live today. It was good to see her.
Oh,
She's
good.
yeah, she's at a nursing home so she can get her rehab. So she's out of the hospital.
Good. We're gonna say, instead of saying nursing home, we're gonna call it the rehab facility.
Yes.
Honey, get down there. She said, but the PT gals are great. Well, good. I know a friend of mine, she had foot surgery, and she had to go to a rehab facility, which was also they had like a rehab ward, but as a whole, it was a nursing home. But that's what I told her. I said, we're not going to call it that, because she's kind of a little bit, actually, she's actually a little bit older than Granny D. But I also know that she had that same mindset that Granny D had the other day of she didn't want to go there. And that's how her mindset was as well. So I said, well, we're not going to call it a nursing home. We're going to call it a rehab facility, because it did have a huge PT department where that's what their main goal was, to get her back out, to get her back home.
Yeah.
My square is looking like your first square.
It's okay. It'll fix itself.
You see with the corners?
So you got this, Granny D. Single. I'm almost around there. Actually, I'm not, but I will be. She said, hugs and kisses for all. We love you, Miss Granny D. Man, it's raining. I have one dog. She has a covered porch. She lives on the back porch, but it's also inside. It's like an inside out. Hey, Chandler.
Hi, Chandler.
Hey, Chandler.
But she doesn't mind the rain, but it also has a tin. I also have a tin roof, and so she doesn't like the noise.
The noise.
So, yeah, she doesn't like the noise, and she really hates the thunder. Good night, Tank.
My sister's dog, she hides behind the dryer in my parents' house when it starts thundering. So if it's raining and you're looking for her, that's where she's at.
Oh. And the one that I'm talking about, she's a German Shepherd. So I mean, she's a dog that's not supposed to be a scared of nothing, and she is. All right, when you get back around, now we're going to work the second half of our first corner. So you're going to skip those last two and then work into your first half double stitch there. A single,
I think I need to go back
a
one.
half,
Hold on.
and then the double.
So that's 1, 2. Yeah, that's 2. Okay. I was just checking. Make sure I had 2 stitches there.
And then we're going to, again, do the half double crochet to join.
Oh, I lost that one. Hold on. How do my stitches get all tangled up sometimes?
Mine do too. And that is what the little square is looking like. It looks a little wonky, but you can either block it or not. Like, I mean, I didn't block this one. This one's not blocked right here. It's just there. As it gets bigger, it lays flatter.
So single, half,
and then a double.
And then a double.
And then you do the half double to join.
A half double to join. Okay.
Crochet. And then this is the one that I made up last night. So it's a lot more flowy than the one that I did this afternoon. But that's because I used a 7mm. Wow, that sounded like super country. 7mm. It was a 7mm.
There's mine.
So it has a lot. It's a lot more flowy. Elaine says you can still call me Hot Damn Elaine. Hey, Sandra. Karen says, "Wow, I love that, Pam, that you made that up." I made this up. I think it's probably out there, but I've never seen it, and so I didn't even Google it to look for it or nothing. I was just like, I'm gonna figure it out, and I did it.
Let's see.
Alrighty, y'all. We ready to rock on to the next round? We are going to chain 1, and this time we are going to turn. And again, we're going to work back into our corner here. We're going to work the first half of our corner. So work the sedge stitch cluster, single, half, double, double. And then it's just a matter of repeating the sedge stitch that y'all learned.
Okay.
Do what?
I was checking to see there was one online, so I missed the first step.
Okay.
I did the half double to that
chain one and turn.
Chain 1 and turn.
And then into that corner, you work your single crochet. Then you just work your first sedge stitch. Tiny, you can't be up here. I'm gonna leave you there for right now.
There's a hand.
Well, hello there, Margie and BeeCreative Pam.
Hey,
Hi, Earl.
Hi.
Okay, did you get your corner, Miss Nancy?
Yes, I did. And that's
okay. So now we just go with our sedge stitch like you already know it. So you're going to skip the double and the half double. So skip 2 stitches, jump over to that single crochet and work your sedge cluster. So skip 2 and then into the 3rd stitch, you're going to work your single, half double, and double crochet. And you're going to do that until you get to the next
corner.
Do that until you get almost to the corner. Before you jump over to the corner, just hang tight. Like once you get to the next one.
Okay.
Karen says, do I have a tutorial yet? I do not, because I just came up with this last night and like at the last minute decided that's what tonight's video is going to be. But I will get one made up this weekend and get it posted. So then you skip 2, do your sedge stitch cluster. So single, half, and then double. Okay. I really wanted to see first if like what I was envisioning in my mind would work before I did up the tutorial. And it actually worked.
Hello, everyone.
Okay, so here is where I had to like do some finagling last night.
Say that again, finagle?
Because this single crochet, there's nothing after the single crochet to skip. So you can't like skip 2 and then work into the corner. And that was making it too wavy. So when you get to this last cluster, instead of working into that single crochet, you're going to just jump over and go ahead and work your corner.
Okay. Because I saw that there's 3 there.
Yeah, so you're going to jump over. You're going to work your corner.
Corner. Regina says, hi, Earl Rocks.
Regina.
So let's see. Yeah, so on this one here, on the first round, we had the corner, one in the middle, and then the corner. And then on this one, we have 4. You have your corner, and then there's 2 in the center, and then the corner.
And chain 2.
So
and
now
then
you're just going to be increasing each round by 1 sedge stitch cluster.
1 cluster. Okay, gotcha.
Yep. So then chain 2. Finish out working your corner, which was another sedge stitch cluster in that same one, and then you're just going to repeat it. You know, skip 2, jump over to the single crochet, and then work that all the way around.
Yay!
So if I went too fast, I'm going to tell y'all again. So you skip 2, then work your single, half double, and double crochet all into the same stitch.
Angel says she loves this pattern.
Oh, thank you. I'm loving this stitch, y'all. I've had a lot of fun with this stitch this month, in case y'all haven't noticed.
If you haven't noticed, I have too. I've made so many things with it. I've made a scarf. I've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 headbands. I made the purse, and then I started another hat. No, I made 2 hats too. I made the green one that I did last week on the live with you. I made the ombre pink one, and then I'm gonna make the ombre purple one. So I've done a lot more than I usually do in this time frame.
And I don't know how many hats I made. I made a bunch of the snow day beanies. A bunch of the snow day beanies. And then I started making a Sedge Stitch beanie, which I'll have it made up for next week. But okay, so once you get to this last cluster, you're gonna skip 3. Instead of skipping 2, you skip that last single crochet and just work it right into the corner. Right,
Okay.
Yep. Karen said, "Do you think it will work for a large square granny blanket?" I hope so. Like I said, I just made it up last night in my mind, and then I worked this up with the leftover sparkly yarn from the beanie, and I think so. I mean, I think it'll work because I mean it's laying quite flat. It's not curling. My corners, well, that corner looks like it's sticking out, but that's because that's where I started. But yeah, I think it's looking really pretty. I'm liking the way it's working up. But that's what I'm planning on doing with this one. This little one is going to become a blanket for my granddaughter because she wanted a pink, purple, and blue blankie. So I'm making her a pink, purple, and blue blankie.
Oh, I had the blue for you.
Oh, I got the bluebell. When you get to the corner after you do the first Sedge Stitch cluster, chain 2, and then working back in it, you're going to just do it again.
Okay.
Can y'all hear the thunder? It was kind of like a quiet thunder, but it's still thunder. And oh, I wasn't ewing to you just a second ago. I was ewing to Zach. He said he saw a haul and someone bought dill pickle jelly beans. And I agree. No, thank you. I'll have to pass on that.
It was like, what?
I like pickles, but not jelly. No jelly beans.
What about pickle chips?
Pickle
Nope,
chips.
I don't like to drink pickle juice. Now my little cousin, she likes pickle juice. She drinks the pickle juice shot that you can buy now. Ugh.
Oh, he said pickle chips.
Pickle chips.
Oh, pickle chips. No, I don't like pickle chips either. Well, actually, I don't know that I've had pickle chips. I've had the sour cream and onion. I mean the vinegar. What is it? Oh,
Salt and vinegar.
Pickle wrap.
thank you. What about what?
Pickle wrap.
Pickle wraps.
Pickle
We mean
wrap.
by pickle wraps.
I like fried. Okay, so I don't like my pickles to be hot. However, I like fried pickles dipped in ranch, but I don't want my pickles on my hamburger to get all hot and like floppy. I like them to be cold and on the side. So I like a pickle spear, like to eat with my sandwich. I like that. I like maybe that's why I like my pickle cold.
That's he's saying a pickle sandwich. You know where to get the slices of pickle and instead of bread you use the pickles.
No, but my aunt makes this really yummy thing at Christmas, or like when we have like parties and stuff. She'll take like the big dill pickles, the big whole ones or whatever, and then she smothers them in cream cheese, and then she rolls them in ham and then slices them. Now those are yummy.
Interesting.
You're giving Earl some ideas.
They are really good. My phone is telling me that lightning has been detected 1.6 miles. Yeah, I'll believe it. It's right here. Because I can see it like lightning outside my window. I'm guessing that's why Tiny came in here and jumped up behind me because it's thundering.
The thunder. So
Oh no, you are not coming over here, little dude.
I thought you were talking to me like that. Did I do something wrong?
No.
So we do a Sedge Stitch to finish that corner one. And do the half double and slip stitch. I mean half double at
the half double, yeah, the half double to
close it up.
Hold on. All right, hold up. Let me go back. Okay, so Regina said love pickles of any kind and the pickle juice. And Granny D's asking Zach if it was Jelly Belly. And Mishi said she's thinking of making rouladen this weekend. I had a long thick pickle in it. Or it had. Oh. And yes to Granny D. And Chandler says, dang it, all this pickle talk makes me want one. Be right back.
There's my square.
Woohoo! I'm almost there. I'm distracted because, well, I'm not really distracted, but I'm. This arm right here is a cat.
It's got a cat?
Well, you can't. Right there is a cat. Let me get his face in where y'all can see it. Nope, he's not going to stick it up there. I thought he was getting ready to jump up on the table, and he still might.
I heard it that time.
Tiny's, his eyes got all big, looking out the window. All right, get down. There you go. Yeah, that one was a little bit louder than the rolling in the distance there.
Rolling down the river.
Okay, now I'm over here to my last corner. So I'm going to skip
Okay.
that whole little thingy and jump, or the whole, skip 3. I'm going to jump over to my corner and work my last little Sedge Stitch cluster. And then you'll do the half double to the first single crochet of the round, and that puts you back into the center of the nest.
Rick Kimberly's.
You two working with the pink and blue yarn looks like you're having a gender reveal.
Sorry, that's closed.
Yep. Let's see. Granny D says, love ham, cream cheese, pickle hors d'oeuvres, and the dried beef and cream cheese, mayo, onion filling. Mm-hmm.
And the food section starts.
Yeah. It never stops over here, y'all. Okay.
Okay.
Then we're going to chain 1 and turn, and then you keep repeating this until you get it as big as you want. And that's what it's looking
That's
like.
it?
That's it, y'all. And then when you get to the last round, instead of doing the half double, you'll just chain 2, slip stitch to the original, and then fasten off. Or to your first single crochet. So whenever you get it as big around as you want, as the biggest the square you want, yeah, you'll just chain 2 and slip stitch.
I forgot. I'm in the corner. I need to do chain 2 before the next cluster in the corner.
Mm-hmm. Chandler says, you got it, Granny. I'll be there in a couple hours. Kimberly said, are you sure no one's pregnant? That's a lot of pickle talk. Hey, blame Zach. Zach brought the pickle.
Zach was the one that brought it up.
That was Zach.
I am 100% sure that Zach is not pregnant.
Yeah. No,
and if
Zach
he is,
Zach's at work.
We'll say 99.99%. And if he is at 0.01%, then we all gonna be rich because y'all heard it here first. So if anybody is making this little square out there in
YouTube land
viewership, let me know if you have any questions, and I will we'll show it again. Regina said she is 100% sure that she is not. Chandler says, don't tip me, I'll bring it when I get out of practice tomorrow, Granny D. And Zach says he is 100% not pregnant.
All right. Good to know.
Mm-hmm. All righty.
Granny says my third shift gal tonight is supposed to be hooking me up with some snacks tonight. Our supper was not too good.
Aww. My supper, I ate it quickly because y'all, I was hooked on this little TikTok viral podcast thing, and oh my goodness, it had me hooked. I've been listening to it all daggum day. But so I was listening to that, not paying attention to the time. I was like, oh, y'all know I do that every Thursday though. So I was like, oh, I gotta grab something to eat. I'm just unraveling my yarn, y'all, because it's wrapped around because I made something with this. I didn't like it, so it got frogged. So anyways, so I had to get me some yarn because I can't just pull it because anyway. But so I grabbed me some cold pizza. I had a cold piece of chicken bacon ranch pizza. It was delicious. I ate it straight out of the fridge. I didn't even heat it up. Regina says to Granny D, call DoorDash. If Granny D is in a rural area like I am, there is no DoorDash that will bring her pizza at this time of night. I don't even have anybody that will bring me pizza at a normal time of day. They've tried doing the delivery a couple of times, and they'll offer it every once in a while, and then the next time I call, they'll be like, oh, we're not delivering anymore. And then, 4 or 5 months later, they'll be like, okay, we're delivering again. And then same thing. So,
We found a pizza delivery here, but they charge they charge you an extra $8.
What?
Plus you have to tip the driver.
Yep. Now I can get Pizza Hut delivered to my son's house when I'm watching the babies. So I can get pizza delivered there. But that they live closer to Pizza Hut than I do.
Mm-hmm. But when you don't have a card, $8 is not that bad.
Mm-hmm. And Chandler says she is only 2 hours and 17 minutes away from Granny D.
Ooh, she's very close.
So you could deliver tomorrow. And Granny D says, Chandler would be fabulous to see you anytime. And to Margie and Dawn, I never said anything in the chat last night, but I did watch y'all's live. I was working on this silly old granny square, trying to figure it out, so I did watch y'all. I just never said howdy do. And then I started to watch Mishi, and I was like, oh, I got to go to bed, or I will be up all night long making this when I need to be in the bed. Chandler says, I could. I just have to come home and grab my sister. Oh, Granny D says she may ask about DoorDash tomorrow, but she really needs to lose weight, so I'll stick to the lovely meals here. Well, that's the thing. If the food's not very tasty, then you won't eat it, so or eat less of it, and so that's your diet plan.
Yep. That's a good way to lose weight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not a good way, but
It's a way.
The way.
Exactly. And we'll give the ad people time to come back in, and then I will drop the Jeopardy question. And y'all, when I first started typing out the Jeopardy question tonight, I was like, or answer, I was like, what? And then the very last line of it, I was like, oh, I don't know what this is. And I took a wild guess, and it was correct. Hey, Kelly, welcome in.
Hey, Kelly.
She said she is enjoying the stitch. Aw, thank you, Kelly. And she's saying, good night, everybody. Thank you for lurking in the background.
She was lurking.
And I was watching over on Kelly's channel. I don't know if it was today.
Okay, I have a problem.
Going on. Music.
I have a problem.
What is your problem?
The corner where I'm starting and turning and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Hold up. Let me switch a Roosie here and see what we got going on. You doubled it.
What do you mean I doubled it?
You only work where you start and end? Wait a minute. Flip that back around.
Oh, you know what?
you worked too many.
There's 3 there.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You got too many.
I have to pull it all the way back. Oh gosh.
Oh. Wait. Do you have to go all the way? Hold, stop right there. How many do you have in the corner right now? Right there.
There's 2 right here in the corner. There's supposed to be only 1.
Yep.
Okay. We figured the problem out, guys. I'm like, it looks funny.
Okay, let me scrolly.
Froggy.
Regina says you have to eat well so your bones will heal, and Granny D said, yep, that's the plan. Oh, eat a little bit of most things on a plate. Exactly. Chandler says, I'll make sure to bring the pickles and the good food. All right, Dawn said, incoming bad joke. We're gonna replace that with incoming dad joke. Enjoy your personal chef. And you know what's funny, Dawn? I told my grandmother that she had to, well, she was already, when she was in the nursing home, then they took her over to the hospital, and that's what I told her. I said, just look at it this way. I said, they're going to bring you your meals in bed. You can sit in the bed, and you can crochet, and you can watch TV, and when you're hungry, you just push that little button, and they'll come wait on you hand and foot. And they did. She thought that was funny. Hey, Susan, welcome in.
Hi, Susan. It's looking better now.
So as y'all see, Dawn and I have the same goofy sense of humor when it comes to some things. Mishi said she's about to fall asleep. It's been a busy week. Love you guys. Have a good night. Good night, Mishi. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us.
Good night.
Sleep well. And then when you get back around, do your half double to join. And it's 5 after, so when I do this little half double, I will go drop the Jeopardy answer. And I know that looks a little wonky, but it does square itself up.
Yeah, mine was looking square until I had 3 in the corner.
I just realized I still had you big. I'm sorry.
I'm okay. They were just seeing me crochet.
Alrighty, y'all. So the category is unusual looking animals. And here is your answer. Remember, panel ladies, if you want to answer, just type it in the chat. But this one, I thought was, when I saw the answer and that I was correct, I found it to be an easy question, and maybe that's just me. So if y'all don't get it, don't think you're like, oh man, but it just popped in my head, and you'll see why here in a second. Okay. The griffin, which I was like, what? Okay. So the griffin species of this bird has a featherless head, and at this point I'm like, what? But then this part, perhaps to keep blood from matting while eating a carcass.
Oh, I know.
And that's what made me go ding ding ding. I think I know the answer. And then I looked, and yay, it was right. Because y'all know I don't get all of them right, not very often. And Regina says, well, don't hold up. Let me scrolly. She said, don't drop something on somebody's foot. Who we talking to? She said, well, don't drop it on your foot. We have enough injuries around here. And that is true, Regina. So we've got, what is a vulture? What is a buzzard? What is a vulture? Hey, Rosie Posey. She says, vulture. Mr. Yarndahl said, even I even thought vulture. And Granny D is thanking Kelly. She says, getting a little better each day.
Hey, Rosie.
And Rosie says, hi, by the way. Howdy, hi. And then when you get back, like I said, when you get back to your original one and you do your half stitch to join, you just chain one turn and you just keep going until you get it as big as you want. For those that are coming in, this is what we are making. We are making a granny square using the Sedge Stitch.
Just don't do 3 Sedge stitches in the corner. That gives you a
otherwise
weird
you'll have a new
type of square.
design. You'll be going into what if I guess if you gave it that, I don't know, sort of like a octagonal, hectagonal, I don't know. It's something.
Let's put it this way, it wasn't looking right.
Oh, I know what it is. Maybe you were turning it into a house. That was going to become the roof. I don't know.
Wow,
but anyways,
okay.
That is what we are making. It is the Sedge Stitch is a very squishy fabric, or a textured fabric. It's not as much of a yarn eater as some of the other textures, or at least I have found it hasn't been really a big yarn eater, and it works up really pretty, and you get this texture. Somebody a couple weeks ago was asking about the blanket stitch. Very, very, very similar to the blanket stitch. So the difference between the Sedge Stitch and the blanket stitch is the Sedge Stitch is a single and a half double and a double crochet all into the same stitch. The blanket stitch is a single crochet followed by 2 double crochets. So the blanket stitch does not have the half double. That's the only difference. Dawn said, so I guess the answer or the question is vulture. She's copying all of your answers. That's okay. Copying is allowed.
We're not taking the SATs here.
No. Copying is okie dokie smoky pokey. I turn? I did not. So turn. And then you just start over and keep going and going and going until you get it big as you want. Granny D says, and I'll copy you, Dawn. And y'all, Dawn finished her. She's like, I got dad jokes, right? Me too. So y'all, Dawn finished her shawl. So y'all should go. Her was a heart collectors doesn't sound right, but I think that's right. But anyway, y'all go check it.
It is
It's
Heart
really
Collector.
Yeah,
And
it's the heart collector's shawl.
and it's got chevrons. So if y'all follow Dawn, you've probably seen the progress on it, but she did show it off, and it's all finished. Regina said, "Well, I said something entirely different, so apparently I didn't copy everyone." But Regina, to me, a buzzard and a vulture, they close. They both like to
Yeah,
eat.
they are. I would say.
Chandler says, "But I like dad jokes." Dawn says, "I hope we got it." That's right. You know,
There we
it
go.
could be,
I did it
could
right
be
this
one
time.
person got it right and everybody else is wrong.
I got it right this time. It's not doing that weird corner thing.
Yay! And
There
Dawn
we
said,
go.
"Thank you, Pam. I did finish the heart collector, and now I'm on the last ear from a sun bunny. Yay!" And speaking of sun bunny, Miss C did a video slideshow showing off some of the sun bunnies, so y'all can go check out Miss C.
There we
For
go.
those of y'all that are following along.
You can barely see. Hold on, let me get a sheet of paper.
Regina says, "Whoop!" And I have not started
go.
the sun bunny yet. Y'all know amigurumi is not my favorite thing to do, but I was gonna do the sun bunny. I just haven't. I've had so many other projects on the hook and other things that I've been doing. Eventually, I will get around to trying one out. It just hasn't happened yet.
I made a bunny using the hobby free pattern.
Oh, cool.
It's similar, but it's not from the same book. So I guess it wouldn't be called the sun bunny.
It's close enough, but any bunny can be a sun bunny. Okay, let's see here. Dawn says, "Joke. What kind of noise does a witch's vehicle make?" I
Broom, broom,
just saw the
broom.
answer. Yep. Broom, broom. That's funny because the guy at work, he's always saying he'll come in. His wife's birthday is on Valentine's Day. He came in. He goes, "My wife didn't like her present." He's like, "I bought her a new car or I bought her a new vehicle." He's like, "It was the most expensive broom they had."
There's my square.
Yay! Let me switch this over. You can show it off. Mishi said, "I was thinking, Mishi, you know my German is terrible."
Because
Gear.
the first go around here, I actually had three clusters in the corner, which made it look weird. But now it's all
But
even
it's
now.
looking so pretty. So what do y'all think about this? I mean, I think it looks so pretty. I think this makes a really pretty square.
It does.
Okay.
Yeah, it does. Pam, I have a question for you.
Okie dokie.
I'm ready to start doing the Sedge Stitch on my blanket. How do I start?
Okay. Let me drop this answer and then I will answer your question. Or answer, because we dropped the question, you know what I mean.
Yeah. The response.
Let me make us all back here and okay, so the question or the answer again was, okay, category unusual looking animal. The griffin species of this bird has a featherless head, perhaps to keep blood from matting while eating a carcass. And the majority of everybody said, what is a vulture? And y'all would be a correctamundo. What is the vulture? And let me go back over here. Regina said I started another blanket instead. Hey, that's okay. Granny D says, very lovely, Pam and other ladies. She hasn't started the Sun Bunny either, but she will after she's back in her own granny pad and back with her yarn. Yay! Okie dokies. Let me switch. Let me grab my blanket here. Okay, are you doing a separation color? Or
Yeah,
you just
I didn't do a separation color, but I did do 2 rows of just plain single crochets.
Okay, what is your current stitch count?
What was it? How many stitches did you do?
I started out with 199, and it needs to be a multiple of 3. So I did a 1 stitch decrease. So at some point during this row, the second pass of the single crochet, I did a 2 stitch together and made it be 1, just randomly, so that I ended up with 198 stitches.
Okay, yeah, that's what I did.
Okay, so you're at the right stitch count. Okay, so then to get started on your blanket, you're going to do your chain 1 and turn. Okay, in your first stitch, so in this very first stitch right here, you're going to work a half double and a double crochet.
Oh, okay.
And then you will skip 2 stitches. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
You'll skip 2 stitches, and into that third stitch, you're going to work a single crochet, a half double crochet, and a double crochet.
Double. Okay.
And then that's your repeat. So you'll skip 2 into the third, work your single, half double, and a double. And you'll do that all the way across until you have 2 stitches or your 3 stitches left. And then instead of working you'll have 2 till you have 2 stitches left.
Mm-hmm.
Then you'll skip 1, and into the last stitch, you'll just work a single crochet.
Okay.
So you'll keep doing that repeat, your cluster all the way across. And then when you get to the end, you'll have 2 stitches left. You'll skip 1 and then do a single crochet.
Okay.
And then you'll chain 1 and just repeat. Half double, double, skip 2, and then you'll always, from that point on, you'll be working in the single crochet stitches across, which is still the third stitch. So, and that's my blankie. I did finish my February section with the Sedge Stitch. And then next month, March's stitch is the half double. The spinny willy thing gave us half double. And let me scroll back up here. But Kimberly says, gorgeous. And Dawn has got us another joke. Why couldn't the little witch read her spell book? And Miss Granny D says, very lovely, Pam and other ladies. And I'm going to go ahead and have this answer question, whatever. And Mishi said she sent pics on Messenger of her Sedge Stitch project that she started while watching us. Ooh, let me go grab my phone. And Dawn said, answer, it was written in cursive. Let me pull this up here. And she said, oh, I like that. Mishi said she thinks it's going to be a cardigan in the works. I like that. This is with that Sophie yarn. That's pretty. Very nice, Mishi.
Yes.
Very nice, very nice.
This will be the last round for this. I'm gonna use this like a little coaster or something.
And this would make a pretty coaster because it's got like these little like kind of like scalloped edges if you want to to do it that way. And then if you don't want it to be scalloped, all you gotta do is just finish it out with a row of a couple of rounds of single crochet, and it straightens it up. Mishi said that yarn is so light and soft. It looked very soft. It looked lovely. And y'all don't forget, if y'all have pictures, y'all can email it to me at, oopsies, this one right here. Where you at? Where you at? Right here. Email me your pictures. It does not have to be a completed project. It can be just whatever you're working on for February. If you want to be included in the February slideshow of the Sedge Stitch, just email those to me, and I will add you to the slideshow. And if you do not want me to put your channel or any of that kind of stuff, just let me know. What I did last time is I just put the person's name and their YouTube channel. So let me know how you want to be identified with your picture. Like, say for Nancy, I said Nancy with Little Treasures by Nancy. That way, if anybody wanted to check out your channel or your other makes, they know where to find you.
Yay!
And since Miss Susan, she just wanted to be recognized by her name, so that's what I put. So y'all just let me know, and I will do that. But yeah, if y'all could just email it to me, that would be fabulous. And I have a little folder in my email where I'm keeping all the pictures so that I can find them and I don't have to go hunt them down. And if you're working on the blanket, you can send me your blanket progress, and then I'll post that, or any of the projects that you've made using the Sedge Stitch. And it doesn't have to be the total Sedge Stitch, so it could be like just whatever. Like if you made like the snow day beanie, it had Sedge Stitch in it. It was not all Sedge Stitch, it had other stuff too. So yeah, send it. Or like me, she's making the making a cardigan. Y'all just send me the pictures and I will share
Did
them.
I send you a picture of the purse, or I can't recall?
I think you sent it to me in Messenger, but I think I saved it. But if y'all could just email them instead of sending them to me, like in all different places, that would be awesome. So I could keep them all together. That would be great. That just makes it easier on me. But Dawn says, what did one broomstick say to the other? And she says, did you hear the new dirt?
Okay, to finish here, you said to not do the half double. So you said do chain 2 and slip stitch?
Chain 2, slip stitch, and then fasten off, yeah.
Okay.
Unless you want to do around a single crochet, but if you like the little flu border, or the little, I don't know.
It gives it a cool shape.
It gives it like different, I don't know, it just makes it interesting.
Yeah, look.
Little scallops, that's the word, scallops.
And it's not that much of a, you see?
Let me switch a roosie.
Doesn't
Yeah,
look that.
it's not like really wavy. It's not like you've done like a shell stitch border or anything. It's just enough to give it just a little bit of character. Jerry said, sorry, not a single Sedge Stitch on my bunny. That's okay, Jerry. All right, Dawn said, why did the witches team lose the cricket game? Their bats flew away. Zach said he almost fell off the bed. He got too close to the edge. And Dawn said, me too, Mr. Yard Doll. Or same here. She's also making a sunbonnet. And Dawn started a blanket with the moss stitch. Dawn says, joke, the best place to search for information about witches is the Wikipedia. Oh my goodness. Chandler says, well, 5:30 comes early, so I got to go night-night. See y'all on the YT streets. Love to you all. Bye, Chandler.
Good
Thanks for
night,
coming and
Chandler.
hanging with us. If you go see Granny D tomorrow, you be sure to take pictures.
There's my square, guys.
Yay! It turned out pretty.
There's, like I said, it's big enough for a coaster.
And if you want it to be a set size, or if I'm just not a big blocker. I do have a blocking board, so I might block more stuff. Like when I get ready to make, when I finally get
You have that pretty blocking board.
I do. It's over there. I need to like get another one and share it with my friend made, so y'all can go order one from her because they're really pretty.
Yes.
But when I get ready to do the cardigan with the granny square or with the squares I made, I think I need to block those before I start sewing it together. And then just because it'll make it easier to stitch it all together, and then I probably won't block it ever again. Lucy Dawn said she has her Sedge Stitch blanket right here. I'll work on it in just a minute. Awesome.
Look at that. I guess at one time I had lost one and ordered another one. Because I just found the other one the other day.
Yay!
It was with the hat. Because I said I'm doing the hat with the ombre purple. So I started it. So I need to go follow this girl's tutorial on YouTube. I think her channel is BeeCreative Crafts. Have you heard of her?
I hear she's got this cool new video out on how to do a beanie.
I know, and let me show you the beanie because I followed it the first time on her live.
And while you grab that, Chandler says, will do. If not tomorrow, she's going to try to go this weekend. And she said she will message Granny D if she's able to get up there. Awesome.
There's the hat.
And y'all, that is the snow day beanie.
And Nancy's liked it so much she did another one. It's on my doll head, my mannequin head. There.
I like how that ombre worked out. I've got some pink ombre. Oh, that's what I could have used.
And then I added a shell stitch on the edge of this one.
See, and that turned out really cute. I like that a lot. With the shell stitch at border. And that's what Karen said. Her moss stitch blanket, she used the Karen ombre and blossom, so no ends to weave in, self-changing colors. Yes, that's one thing I like about the ombres. And I haven't tried the Karen one, but I know, like with the red heart, it is such a gradual, it's a gorgeous ombre. And I have seen, who got new one? Premier has the new ombres. And they are really pretty. And the price on them was like really inexpensive. Bojan sent that to me the other day. So yeah.
My mannequin head needs a name. She's without a name.
I know, mine is too. My mannequin, one of them is Skinny Minnie, and that's because she's got like a giraffe neck.
This one, I've tried her wig on a live one time. I look so different. But that's especially with the headbands, the Sedge Stitch works up really fast. Cause look, I got one in red. I got one in pink.
Hey,
I got one in blue. No, purple. Oh, where's my blue one? That's what.
Is it on your head?
No, it's not.
You got a hat on.
I have a hat on right now.
I saw that a while ago. I knew that.
Huh.
Karen said Mikey is where she saw it, so she had to make it. Awesome. This is the new. Let me switch these. It's not on your thingy, your stand. So y'all, this is the new. Well, I don't know if it's new, but it's just Premier or just yarn by Premier,
Mhm.
and it's $6.99 for this ombre.
How many yards?
612.
That's a lot.
So I thought that was a lot of yardage. It's 100% acrylic. It's a number 4 weight for $6.99. I thought that was like a really very inexpensive. And Karen said, yeah, it is new, and it's but yeah, I thought that was a really, really good price. Here's all the colors. Oh, well, that would have worked. Yeah, hold up.
Do they have purple?
Yes, look at all them colors.
Ooh,
So they got purple,
that
a
green is
mint
pretty.
green,
I like that green.
orange. It's really, really pretty. So I may have to give it a go. Karen said Juan got some. Oh, cool. Somebody in the chat comment said we asked and they listened. Exactly. So yeah. So I'm gonna have to check out Premiere because $6.99 is a really great price. Even if it's not on sale, I mean $6.99 for that much yardage seems like a really good deal to
It
me.
is.
So. Let's see. Susan said she is working on finishing up some of the projects she has started.
Because the Red Heart Super Saver is 482 yards. The ombre is 482, and it was 7 something at Walmart.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. So that's a lot more yardage, right?
How much did you say that one was? How many yards? 400?
482.
Yeah, and that said 612. So
that's a good
Dawn was
price.
saying that she was in the ads, and now she's back.
So that is a good price.
I thought that was a great price. And Susan's asking if I have started my Sun Bunny. I have not. She said she has got 4 legs and arms done. Or 4. She has the 4 leg arm thingy.
Because if it's a bunny, it's 4 legs.
Yeah.
But the way it's sitting, it's arms and legs.
Right. Pause.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all had a project bag sitting over there last week, and after my live ended, Tinykins over there pulled the blanket out that was in it. Well, here I'll show y'all what he did, because he's a goofball. Yes, little kitty cat, I am talking about you. He took the blanket, he pulled the blanket out. I'm trying to get it in the right. There we go.
Oh.
He pulled the blanket out, and then he got in the bag and then laid his head on the blanket. Because he's a mess. He decided that was his. There's another angle. And this was my, when we had yarn club, this was my yarn club project I was taking with me as a join as you go. Corner to corner.
Uh-huh.
And it was going to be orange, or it is, I was going to say it was going to be, but it is actually orange and white check. So it's going to be like the Tennessee end zone. So it's right there, actually. Everybody says, oh, Tinykins. And this was the look he gave me when I was like, what are you doing? He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not doing nothing. Hey, Niecy, welcome back. But, Jerry is on the last ear and a half. Yay!
I'll be right back.
Dawn is working on her last ear.
I'll be right back. I need to go dehydrate, and I got a cramp in my leg.
Okie dokie. Niecy said she is upset and disgusted with Big Twist yarn that has the date of 2022 on it. Uh-oh. She's got 3 squares that I can't do anything with. Oh no, I'm sorry. Okay, so the blanket that's over there, the Happily Stained, the yarn that I used for the black, I mean, it was just Red Heart Super Saver in black. And when I started using, it was like one of the big, huge jumbo ones because I didn't want to have to like keep changing it off. and have a bunch of tails or a bunch of different skeins. So I bought the big giant, I think it's called jumbo. I mean, the big one. It's like their version of the 1 pounder or whatever. And so I started pulling from the skein. Everything was fine until I got about not even a quarter of the way into the skein of yarn, and it was not twisted at all. It was like 4 individual strands, and it was like that until I got almost to the very end of it, and then the very end was back being twisted, which was a real pain in the hiney. Hey, Joe, welcome in. So I am sorry, Niecy. If I had not been in the middle of that blanket, I probably would have just cut it. But I knew that blanket was going to be for me. And I was like, because once it's worked up, it didn't, I mean, you couldn't tell it when you're crocheting. You can't tell it once the project was done, but I could tell it when I was working with it. And it was horrible. But, so what is your yarn angst? What is it doing to you? What is the matter with it? Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to make the table bounce. But what's wrong with it? What's it doing? Is it just knotty, or is it untwisted? Is it super rough? What's wrong with it? Miss Jo was saying hi to everybody. Since we're showing, like Miss Niecy finished Little Man's blanket hoodie, so y'all should go check it out. It looks so warm and squishy, and y'all, Little Man is grinning ear to ear. You can tell he absolutely loves it. So y'all go check it out. Dawn said it's. Hold on. Dawn said it's naughty. No, hold on. Let me rephrase. It's naughty. Y'all gotta excuse me and Dawn tonight. We're being silly. But you know what? I like dad jokes. I really like them like a whole lot.
I found a use for my jar.
Jerry says naughty by nature. Exactly. Okay, you saying that about your jar, that made me think, okay, so when Zach said something about the pickle, okay, when I first read that, I thought he was talking about, you know how you can get all the little tiny skeins of yarn in a pickle jar? That's where I thought he was going with that. And then he was talking about pickled jelly beans. My mind went to that. That's what I'm wanting to, I want to get some of them little pickle jar things for 1 year. I'm going to do that like Russell did with all his little ones, and then he made that big giant granny blanket. I don't know if I'll make like a big giant granny square, but I just want to get those because I think they're really cute. They're the little baby skeins. Ooh, maybe I'll get some of those. Okay, so coming up in March is the Fiber Festival in the county over that I went to last year. I know I never did finish editing video number 2. I totally still need to do that. But I digress. Anyway, one of them that was there last year sold the little teeny tiny mini skeins, so maybe I'll just get some of those from them. Okay, Joe said, has anyone used the ice cream woven divigation, and if so, what do you think of it?
The what?
I don't remember if I bought any. I saw it, but I don't think I bought it. I've used the regular ice cream, but I don't think I bought any of the roving divigation. Hold up, let me look. Dawn said, I'm silly as much as possible. Me too. Bridget said she made a granny blanket for Advent with her pickle jar minis, and it was so fun. And
hey,
Dawn said, oh, naughty me. Okay, so Dawn says, I like this joke a lot. I love you guys. I'd say, wish me luck. But I don't need any if there are the witches in my squad. If these are witches in my squad, right? Tammy says she's used it and she's liked it. Karen said, I made a blanket and it's okay if you don't need to frog. See, I was wondering about that because it is kind of floofy. It does have a bit of a halo on it, best I remember. Dawn's like me. She's only used the regular ice cream. Me, she said, well, I got a second wind and I love this yarn so dang much. It works up like butter. If anyone has this yarn in their stash, let her buy it, please. Mishi, type what it is again in the chat, and I will check my stash because I've got like a big, a couple of like, totes where people have given me yarn that has like so many different types of yarn, and I don't know what all is in it, to be quite honest. Like what brands and stuff, because some of it is on like baggies and stuff, so I will have to check. Tammy said she made a blanket and a dog shirt. And Mishi said it's the Premier Sophie. Any specific color or... Okay, let me look. I don't think either of those are the navigation. Hold on a second. I gotta untwist myself here. There we go. Let's see if I can reach this. Stretch. Maybe. Or not. Where's my little magic wand? I got it up on the top shelf, y'all. Hold up. Ooh, maybe I can use this. Can y'all hear me talking?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. I'm on the other side of the room. And the yard's on the top shelf.
We can hear you nice and clear.
Okay. Well, that ain't gonna work. I need a bigger. Oh, I know where I got one. I got this one up here where I had my little Christmas thing hanging. Oh, don't knock that off. If I had the other camera on, y'all could see me like making a mess here.
Switch it.
Here's my magic wand, aka a wooden dowel. It's very long, and it's gonna get this yarn down off this shelf for me. Tiny running in yonders. Okay, come here, you. I think this is just regular ice cream. Tiny, why you want to come in here and do that for?
I use my 5'8" son to grab things off the top shelf for me. Because I'm only 5 foot.
Why aren't you coming out of there?
Misha says, oh man, only one skein at Hirschner's. That's goofy.
Okay, no, this is ice cream gloss something.
Oh, I didn't know that there was a free shipping code. I just ordered some yarn from Hirschner's.
Dun, 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 dun.
I got the rest of the yarn. I got the rest of the yarn to finish my niece's cows and a hippo.
Okay. Okay. Let me see what they got here. And
Okay.
Granny D says, woohoo! Finally got the snacks have arrived. Yippee skippy. Okay, this is the ice cream I got.
Miss Shay came in.
Hello, Shay. Karen said, maybe when you spend $35. Jerry says, no roving ice cream in the stash. Okay, so this one is this cream, whatever, glacé, creme, helado,
Helado.
and it looks like that. And then this one is just regular old ice cream.
That's a pretty color.
And it's in that color.
That's very pretty.
So I don't think I have any of the navigation. I remember seeing it though. I remember doing a video on it from Michael's, but I don't think I bought any of it.
Well, Karen, I spent more than $35. It was I think you had to spend more than 55 or 65 or something like that. Because I didn't get free shipping.
She said they emailed it to her, so.
Oh.
Let's see. Granny D said, I need to have my daughter bring me my grabber stick. She said, actually, they may be able to get me one from here. They might. They may have one of them little. Hey, Trish.
Hey, Trish.
She said, hello. I'm going to lurk while I'm in the kitchen. Well, hello. And Karen said, use that Hobby Lobby don't sell that anymore. I know, right? I got that on clearance, but you can still get it. I'm pretty sure you can get it at Michael's.
That's one. Okay, so
Gina says, ask your therapist for one, D. Yep.
That's what they're there for, to help you out.
Exactly.
Yep.
But I like them little grabby hand thingies. I do need to get one with a little, it's got the little trigger on it, little pulley thing.
Mm-hmm.
That would have worked better for getting that yarn down, because what I did is I stuck that little dowel in the bottom of it. I pulled it out, or in the bottom of the skein and pulled it.
You know what I do when I go to the store and I don't have my son with me? If I need something from the top shelf, I look around and see if there's something that's a stick or like if I'm in the crafty section, I'll get a ruler
I do the same thing. Short people problems, y'all.
and knock it down.
Yes, short people problems. Or if I can't find one, I will look around, and if there is a taller individual, I'll be like, hey, yo, come here. Help me out. And Karen said she got her grabby thingy at Harbor Freight. And that's Karen does it. She said her too, or ask a tall person. Yep. Kimberly says, I've been known to climb the shelves. Girl, me too.
Me too.
If they have one of their big, huge ladder thingies that's on the little wheels that you're not supposed to climb on, if I can't find nobody, I have been known to push that little ladder climby thingy right over to where I need it to be and just help myself.
I have too. And if I'm near the step stools, I grab a step stool.
Mm-hmm. Hey, we do what we got to do.
Yes.
We do what we got to do. Regina says she has her little grabby thingy by her chair, but it would be nice to have one in the bedroom. Karen said Walmart is bad for putting her dog food on the top. Oh, now if I got two big dogs, so if my dog's dog food is on the top shelf, I'm not getting it down because it's like a 50-pound bag.
I was gonna say you need those big giant bags.
Yeah, I get the big ones that are on the bottom shelf.
Yeah.
So, y'all. So, next week, y'all, do you want to see how to make another beanie? I may just do it as a tutorial. And then I'll go ahead which I probably want to adjust the stitch count for next week because, I mean, it's a half double. So I can leave the stitch count alone. We don't have to worry about doing any increasing or decreasing of the stitches. So I'll do my 2 rows of the single crochet.
Oh, for your blanket?
Yep, for the blanket. Is there anything that anybody would like to see made with the Sedge Stitch? And then, or a recap or refresher, or let me know.
I just have to find my blue one, man.
Kimberly says a Hobby Lobby Gentry would throw things up until he knocked down what we wanted. Hey, I've done that before too. Y'all, I couldn't even get the two. You know, they put the 2-liter bottles, like the 2-liter everything is on the top shelf. All the cans are lower, but they put the 2 liters. Well, Walmart has started putting there's like a little, it's like I don't know, there's like a bar or something in front of it now. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't think I was ever. I finally did have to get a little man to help me because I was like, I tried climbing, and that's like not something you can just like knock off.
A little man?
Well, he wasn't a little man. He was a big, tall man. I said, you gotta, actually, I think I was like, you gotta help us out.
Yeah, because those bottles, they don't slide down when you start taking them out. they don't slide down where you can
No,
get to them.
and it's not like I could just knock it off because then there would have been Dr. Pepper spewing everywhere.
Or the water bottles that are on the top shelf, the little the smaller bottles. You know, hello. Once you get the ones in the front row, how are you supposed to get the ones in the back row?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, he stood there. He stood there watching me for a few minutes, and I guess he was waiting to see if I was gonna like ask him or, you know. But he just kept glancing over at me, and I just kept. I was bound and determined I was gonna do it myself, and I would get it almost over the shelf, and then it would like slip down, and I'm like, I'm not Stretch Armstrong here, y'all. I mean, like. So I turned around and I looked at him. I'm like, you gotta help me. I tried to climb, Darcia, but I couldn't like climb and then get the. I just couldn't get a grip on it, and I was like, I wanted it. And normally I don't buy the 2 liters. I don't even know why I was buying the 2 liters. I think maybe they were out of the cans. I don't know, or maybe they were on sale. Either way, I was like, please. Yeah. So I was like, you gotta help me out. Yes.
Okay, Miss Pam.
Yes.
I'm working on the beanie. On row 4, how many stitches are we supposed to have?
On the what? On the beanie?
Yeah.
12, 24, 30, 48.
12, 24, 36, and
36.
48. And then it's 60,
60.
and 72.
Yep.
And then we start with the Sedge Stitch, which is 4 rows, right?
Yes.
And 3 moss. No.
Yep. Single, 3 moss, single.
Single, 3 moss. Single.
And then 6 of the sedge.
Okay.
Karen says they act like you're bothering them and that's their job to help us. Girl, this man was just shopping. He didn't even work there. He was just
wiping you?
Yeah. Yep. So let me ask y'all, like, okay, so is it like a Southern thing? Like my father, we called him Pap. He called all women sister, and all men, you know, were brother. That is I guess it was a church thing, but that's why he called like even me and my cousins. You know, he'd say, "Well, sister," you know. Is that like a Southern thing, or is that like a anywhere thing?
I think it might be a Southern thing because I know my aunt. That's kind of the way one of my cousins, she would call her sissy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I used to do that for people at church, like Brother Frank, Sister Margarita.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know Margarita, by the way. I don't know where that name came from.
Kimberly said Southern Church, usually Baptist. Well, see, we were Church of Christ, but yeah,
we were
Baptist adjacent.
Yeah, that's what I was too, Assembly of God.
Regina said, I think it's a Southern thing. Okay. Well, I just wondered. I mean, I've lived in other places, but I've never really paid attention. Darcy says, I even climb up in the coolers and freezers. They don't make it for little people, aka short. I know, right? They need to put this. Okay, you put the extra stuff up on top. Don't put the stuff that I need up on top.
Well, the other day, we needed the extra the blanket yarn at Walmart. They ran out of the color we needed. We saw it on top. We got one of those who just started knocking, hitting it because it's like a basket on top. So you gotta push it through the basket in order to pop it up over the little ledge.
Hey, you do whatever works to get that down. See, that's what, which one is it? Michael's, I think, that has the little drawers at the bottom. They had all their little, they had their extra stuff in the drawers on the bottom. Granny D said, yep, pajama quilter, that's it. Southern Church. Regina said they say brother and sister there a lot.
Yeah.
I was just a wondering. You know, Tiny's litter box is in the next room over, but
37.
it's
I-
wafting in here. He must have just done his business, and it's stanky because now he done
That should
bebopped
be-
back in here.
1, 2, 3 should be. That's what I'm having trouble because this one has 37. It's supposed to be 36.
Alrighty, Chris said she sent a email so I could see how the yarn worked up in a Lily's. See, I was thinking it would make a pretty. I was kind of like Nancy, thinking it would make a pretty coaster. And I like to use Lily for coasters or kitchen items. And since it is
There
such a
you
dense fabric, I thought it would hold its shape as a nice little square for that.
Mm-hmm.
Or even because at first I thought dish rag, but I was like, it's too pretty to be a dish rag. Which I mean, it could be, but you know.
The Moss Stitch wash rag is still on my desk.
Oh, all my washcloths are over there too. I haven't done
I
it.
don't want to use it. It's so pretty.
It did turn out pretty. Okay, I'm at the end of here. So either he just went in his litter box or he just came in here and tooted and then was like, ha ha, and walked off. Because, you know, animals are notorious for doing that. Okay, let me go check my email right now.
Oh, yeah. My English bulldog. Oh, yeah. Her silent killers. Woo!
Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh, see, that does work up nice. Okay, let me share screen. Hola, Maritza. Joe said if anyone wants the free shipping code for Hirschner's, let her know because it might work for you as well. Sweet.
Too late for
Hey,
me.
worth giving a try. Karen said that Cinnamon Stitches posted that she got the ombre yarn and she is going to do a review for it. Good deal. For the premiere. Cool, cool. Wrong button. Share screen. And this is Chris's square that she worked up in the lilies. I
Cute.
just think it looks really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
If I do say so myself, I'm liking how this stitch works up in the square.
Well, you got 47 thumbs up so far.
Yay!
If you
Thanks, y'all.
haven't given a thumbs up, go ahead and do that.
I guess I could take my email down. Yay! Go back over with y'all. Ugh. Let's see how this is flowy. It's still even going up the hook size. It's still a pretty
Stiff.
yeah. I mean it's not.
It's holding its shape, huh?
Yep, but you know it might soften up and loosen up a little bit when it's washed.
Is
But
Tammy saying good night or is she saying good night to somebody else?
let me see.
I think she's saying goodnight. So, because she's saying goodnight, friends.
Yep, because I don't see anybody else. So, well, if you were heading out and going to bed, good night, Miss Tammy.
Mm-hmm.
And Regina said she used to clean up after her cat every time because I couldn't stand the smell. Kept Walmart bags next to his pan, bag it up. Well, this is one. This is a fairly new one, and like you can dump it. It's got 2 bags, so it dumps it out of that bag into a holding tray underneath that's in another bag. But so I need to do
You're at
that.
50.
Yay! Thanks, y'all, for the thummies. Woohoo! Granny D said the same. I think Whitney. Let's see. Karen said that would look pretty with a thin yarn for a doily. Yep. And I had a stripe, like a self-striping, and I was going to see what it would look like. But I bet you're right. I should try that. I've got some thread. I mean, I've got some thin yarn, but I also have some crochet thread. I could see what it would look like as a doily.
Yes. I was having trouble getting the count right. It's because I have one too many counts on the row before. It makes a difference. One little stitch.
Yeah, it does. So did anybody say what y'all want to see next week, or did we just want to do like a not necessarily a free for all, but just a whatever whatever Sedge Stitch project you want to work on, we'll work on it.
Let's see. What have I done?
Karen
I've
said,
done
yes,
hats.
what she did.
I've done hats, scarves, headbands, and a purse. And now a little coaster or a square.
Coaster. We're going to go with coaster.
Coaster. So I've done a little bit of everything.
May have to do some, I've got plenty of cotton that I can make some coasters with.
I'm liking this stitch along. I've this year alone I've finished a bunch of projects that I didn't do last year.
Yay! And I've been using up a lot of my stash, and I meant to bring my book in here because I've got to write down like how much I've used. That the only yarn that I'm not including is the yarn that I bought this year. So I'm not including the white that I used for my adult snow day beanie. But the white that I used for all the other ones was already in my stash. So I calculated it. That way I can just see how much yarn I've done. Susan, the stitch for March is the half double.
Easy.
And what I'm thinking with
the half double was my favorite stitch.
till the Sedge Stitch, I am loving it. And I'm thinking like when we get into the half double, like sometimes I will go into the not the top two, but the back two or whatever, like depending on if I'm working in the round or to give like the different texture or whatever.
Like back post, or
not really loop. Back post, but like
back loop.
Okay, so hold on. Let's see. Granny D says haven't slept well the past 2 nights, but I hope I'll be able to tonight. So nighty night. Oh, good night, Granny D. Sleep well.
Night,
hope you
Granny.
Okay, so like this one here is the half double, and normally you would go here in this one. So like if I'm working in the round, instead of going in these 2 stitches, I would go into this little stitch here that the half double makes, that little post.
Oh, okay, I see.
And go into these 2 stitches.
Gotcha.
But like when you're working in the round, especially like on a beanie, it makes a cool texture. It makes like a little line. Yeah.
I've never strayed. Do other different, use the different parts of the stitch. Except unless they tell me to do a back loop or front loop or back post or front post. But that's about as adventurous as I got.
Let me see here. Okay, so like, yeah. Okay, so like here, can you see it? Okay, so like here's the half double right here. So instead of going, like when you're working in the round, instead of going into these 2, you just tip it forward a smidge and you go into these 2.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
So it's easier when you're working in the round. But then when you do that, if you're doing all half double, then you get this little line, this little stitch right here. Makes like a line going around the front. But it also kind of raises up the stitch a little bit on the other side.
I saw a bee pattern that I printed out that makes the bee the body gives it a different look because they do it that way. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, I mean, so just because we're working with half double doesn't mean that it has to be. It doesn't have to be a boring stitch. You can do all kinds of cool stuff with it to make it look different. And I mean, we'll do some just straight half double too, and then, but also I'm gonna show you how you can change it up.
Jazz it up.
Yeah.
Did I put it in here? I guess I printed it out and no, here it is. This little bee. I think you showed it on your Just Be Stitching the other day. That bee.
Oh, did I? Oh, cute! Yes.
But you see the right here where
Yep.
when they switch colors, how you see
Mhm.
the line right there. You wouldn't see that if you were doing the regular crochet.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You see it? How it
Yep.
gives it a different texture?
Yep. That is very well possibly what they did.
I haven't started it, so that's what I really don't know.
And I don't know if that has a specific name for this. I still consider it a half double, but I don't know if by going into that post into that little back stitch, I don't know if that particular stitch has a different, like if it's I don't know if it has another name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, Crystal, welcome in.
Hello.
I don't know.
We're
And then
learning a
saying
lot.
stitching made me think. Bojan also sent me, and I had actually, he sent me the link for another Nastasia video, but I also it had also popped up on my YouTube feed, so y'all may have seen it as well. And she shows how you can do, like, it's a double crochet, but it's a linked, I think it said linked double crochet, but she shows how you go into the post of that, like in a half double, and you go into the post before you start your next stitch, and so you don't get the space between the stitches, so it makes the double crochet like a solid. It's pretty cool. But it's one of her newest videos, so
it surprises me that even with crocheting for over 40 years, I'm still learning.
oh yeah,
There's so much different stitches and different styles and different yarns and different. You don't get bored because you can try something new.
Yep, like with this stitch, I mean, I've done it before, but it was in a project, so like I didn't know that this actually had like a name and was a stitch all on its own. So doing this stitch along has really helped me learn the names of the stitches. And Chris said she is making wedding or Christmas gifts. Sweet. So Margie, how's it coming?
Coming along.
Have you made it to the end of the row?
Oh yeah, I'm on my third row.
Let's see. Hold her up.
So I've completed two rows, and I've started the third row.
Nice. Yay. Let's see if Nightbot's working tonight. I hadn't even thought to check him out. So did you have to, it doesn't look like he is. So did you have to uninstall or
you have to I'll tell you the word because I can't look at it right. Remember the word right now.
Unmoderate him.
You have to put where it says part channel. That red button. You probably have to click it and then join channel again.
So unmoderate him, unsubscribe him from the channel in
moderate him again.
Okay. In the Nightbot app thingy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I can go try that right quick. Kimberly said she is waiting to learn how to make her hook and yarn crochets by themselves.
What?
She said she's trying to learn how to make her hook and yarn crochet by themselves, like Mrs. Weasley's magic knitting.
Ah.
Moonrose said she finished a hat. Awesome. But Kimberly, you would enjoy it. Like if you, well, I say you would enjoy it. I enjoy it, but I enjoy all of it. But I do enjoy making crocheted quilts. Ooh, I wonder what that would look like with this stitch.
So
If
many
I
things
did
you
like
can
a
do.
square. Like if I did like right here. Like if I did from here over. Like if I did this triangle.
A different color.
A different color so that I can make like a, oh, what's it called? What's the star stitch called in quilting? It's not the star stitch. Texas star, Lone Star, what's it called? All the different, But where you do the solid squares and then you got your little corner pieces that are different color.
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of what it's called.
All right, Miss Quilter, Pajama Quilter, help me out. Y'all, Mr. Nightbot's not working tonight. Let me hold up.
I didn't put it there.
No, it doesn't move.
Okay. Someone press the bottom of it. The TV.
Bottom?
It kind of.
I can see the star in my mind.
You want it up?
No. Just the bottom of the TV. See that line under there? Where the black space is? You see that line?
I'll have to go look. Let's see. What was I going to look for? Oh yeah, I was going to look at Nightbot. Margie, let me know when they come back. I muted her.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't know if that was the conversation we needed to be hearing or if it was just I mean it sounded perfectly normal and fine, but just in case.
Yeah.
Nightbot is not there. So let me go here. Nightbot.
Okay, she's back.
There we go. I muted you for a second. I didn't know if y'all if I don't know. Just in case.
I'm sorry. I didn't know it was gonna be a whole conversation.
I'm so sorry.
Like I said, it sounded completely normal. It sounded like a very normal conversation, but then I was like, you may have not meant
Just wasn't sure what direction it might take. So
He said someone was messing with his TV. You don't mess with a man's TV now.
Exactly.
My chair and my TV. I don't know which one.
Okay. Did I take that one? This one? This one? Okay, Nightbot. Oh my gosh. Seriously? Why did Google do all this? Have y'all had to like re-log in with Google for everything?
No, I haven't.
When you go into Nightbot, it gives you that Google thing on the upper right hand corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does it to me all the time. Depending on the website.
Okay.
I didn't do it, Pam.
Welcome back, Darcia.
I'll deal with this after. I know I said I'd do that last week, but I'll do this last week. Okay. Kimberly said there are a bunch of stars like that. I know. Let me go see which one it is. The one that I'm thinking of. Actually, I could probably go look on my Pinterest.
I was looking at one of the crafters that I watch a lot. May made it, and she has a deck of cards that give you the different quilt patterns that she was using to make some paper quilts for quilt cards. And I was gonna look to see the name of it because I want to get a set.
And y'all know what happens when I Google star quilt? There's like a bazillion of them, and none of them are the name that is in my mind. So there you go. It just says star. Oh wait, this one does say Lone Star. This one says Lone Star quilt pattern. This one's a carpenter square. Anyway, y'all get the picture. That's what I'm thinking. But you can still make a bunch of different designs with it. Okay. That'll be a project for next week. I'm thinking that might work. Of course, then I have to stitch them together, which is like my least favorite part. Because that's why I was gonna do it with the corner to corner, but then I could do a join as you go. But yeah. Okay, so Nightbot is still not working. I will as soon as the live ends tonight, I will see if I can fix him. And Regina says, "Did you see the wedding ring crochet blanket pattern? It's gorgeous." Yes, and over there, I forget I'm on the other camera. Over there, I have a bag full of parts to do the wedding ring blanket. But guess what? It's still in pieces, parts, in a baggie over there. Because I was like, yeah, I probably could. No, I can't. I was gonna say I could grab it, but I cannot. I am blocked in by all of the tables, like this table with the camera, that table with the computer. Yeah. I'll try to remember to grab it and set it on this side of the tables, and show it one day. One day I'll finish it, maybe. I still have all the yarn over for it.
With all the extra time that we have, right?
But the thought of sewing all that together, I mean, it's like a lot of pieces. Like you make the little octagon or hexagon. I don't know. You make little different shape, and you make one that you make all these that look like an eyeball. And then it's a lot of parts.
Yeah, when I can remember growing up and stuff, and watching my grandparents, my dad's parents, when my grandma would make quilts and stuff. That was my grandpa's job, was to cut out all of the pieces. He would use like from the cereal boxes or whatever, and that would be his pattern for the different shapes. And he would cut all of those out, and then my grandma would sew them all together. And then when it came time to actually sew the actual quilt together, the 3 layers together, and he would sit on the opposite side of the sewing machine, and as she was feeding it through, he would hold it and guide it as she was feeding it through the sewing machine.
Cool. Hey, Dawn. Welcome.
Hey, Dawn.
Hey, Dawn.
Hi, Nancy. Hi, Margie.
Let's see. Regina said she's just been sleeping a couple hours a night. I'm so exhausted. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Regina. Well, hopefully you can get a good night's sleep tonight.
Kimberly says March is National Quilt Month.
Yay! Well, maybe in March, it's National Quilt Month, I can crochet quilt. But it does not have the half double in it, even though March is, that's what the stitch is. It's not a half double in that one. It's all different kinds. But it's I think I got the original pattern off of Red Heart. Oh, that's not what I did to do. But now you can find it on Yarnspirations.
I'm going to be on March 15th. I'm going to be doing quilt cards on my Friday.
Oh, that's cool. So, hey, Dawn, how are you?
Doing great, hon. How are you?
I am good. It is the weekend for me, so woohoo!
Yes, Friday Eve. Happy Friday Eve. I have a bunny parts, but I also have my Sedge Stitch blankie right here that I started. So I want to do that.
Yay, yay.
I like what you're doing. I like that. It starts like the butterfly blanket that I have here that I started from Spider. The center is very similar. So I know how to do that part. And now, thanks to you, I know how to sedge stitch, so I can make one of those. What do you call them? Coasters. A coaster or a blanket, or I don't know. What else are you making out of that?
I don't know. I was thinking this one was going to be a blanket, but I may have to even go up a bigger hook size with this particular, because it's a very solid fabric.
Yeah.
But I mean, or stiff. It's not very. I mean, it's holding its shape. Not very floppy. But I'm gonna finish this round because I pulled all that yarn off.
You can make those make 2 panels and make a little bag.
That's what I was just sitting here thinking. I could, like, when I finish this, I can make another one. Maybe I make like a
'Cause
little purse.
Because it's stiff enough that it would hold its shape
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, like a crossbody. Just put a
And then I
long.
have some really pretty, like, I could line it like Nancy did so it wouldn't stretch, because I mean it is acrylic, so it's got some stretch to it. I mean, like,
Right.
see, it stretches. It's stretchy. I mean, 'tis the nature of acrylic. So, yeah. But now Regina got me wanting to reach over there and grab that bag because I can see it. So I may have to. I may just have to turn my camera off though, because y'all have to go for a ride and nobody wants to be all like roller coastery.
You don't want to
I'm
make
up
us
for a
car
roller
sick?
coaster.
Do what?
I'm up for a roller coaster. Lately that's what's been happening with me with my camera. Everybody goes on a roller coaster ride.
I'll send you a link to a video on TikTok. That is a roller coaster. They probably got them on YouTube too. But I know there's one on the old Tiki Taki because I sent it to a friend of mine. But they recorded on. They were actually on the roller coaster with a GoPro or something and recorded the roller coaster. So like you feel like you're like on the roller coaster.
Yikes.
Regina says, I have no problem with roller coasters. I didn't used to. Now,
Me
different.
neither. I used to go Space Mountain and all those, and
Yeah.
at the fair and everything. I used to go on other fast rides, and
Mhm.
one year I went on, kid you not, on the Ferris wheel. I guess because I wasn't feeling 100%, and I got off
Mhm.
the Ferris wheel and had to run to the bathroom. And since then, I can't go on roller coasters.
My favorite ride used to be the swings. And now I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, because you just sit back and you just swing. I think it's the going in the circle, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just part of getting older. Who knows? But anyway,
That's
but the swings
Miguel.
were my favorite. But now I'm just like, no.
Where is who knows?
I haven't seen him tonight. He might be lurking in the background.
He was in my live today.
Yeah, he was at Margie's earlier. But he said he was busy. But didn't he upload a video? He was telling us.
Hi, Catherine Langford.
Hello, Catherine. She says, good afternoon, ladies in Tasmania, Australia. Well, welcome in.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, he was pretty tuckered out and stuff because he had been cleaning and cooking and stuff. So he's still recovering himself from
Or
his,
he needs to not overdo it.
yeah. And I think that's what happened with him. He kind of overdid it a little bit today.
Well, Miguel, if you are lurking in the background, hey, hey, hey. Or if you're catching the replay, we're talking about you. Hey, hey, hey. Y'all, let me go.
Because every time anybody says who knows, my mind goes there. Who knows? Miguel knows.
Exactly.
Yeah, he was talking about his his chickens. He was, oh yeah, that's what it was. He was gathering eggs today.
Mm. That's what I miss about my chickens is having fresh eggs. But
Do they taste different than the store eggs?
Yes.
Yes.
I can't really taste much of a difference, but maybe it's just because I've eaten them for so long. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, you can tell that they're fresh. But they look more different to me than they taste different. Like the yolk is brighter.
And that's how you know
Yellowier.
you know it's a fresher egg.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to them, Darcia, honestly. I mean, I didn't have a whole lot. We called it the Great Chicken Massacre of whatever year it was. One of my dogs, like, yeah. We came home and there were just feathers everywhere.
Oh no. Oh, poor chickens.
Yeah. So he had chicken, so that was that for that. But that's what happened to the majority of them back then. Where I'm living at now, they just their life expectancy, their lifespan had just, it was just time. I had two, Lucy and Ethel.
Yeah,
Good
my
night,
mom.
Connie.
Yeah, my
Good
mom
night,
had a
Maritza.
bunch, and we lived outside of town. And if they started getting kind of close to the road, my mom's go, "Ladies, where do you think you're going?" They turn around and start coming back to her, just clucking and stuff all the way. They knew they weren't supposed to be getting that close to the road.
I've still got I've got a really nice chicken coop, so I thought about getting some more, and then I had a big old black snake that started getting in the chicken coop.
Oh no.
He was eating my eggs.
Mm-mm.
Rudy says 11:27 Eastern. Well, hey, YTFP Chris, how are you tonight? Welcome in.
Hello.
Hey, Chris.
Catherine says she lives on a farm, so she has fresh eggs every day. Awesome. I do miss getting the eggs. I do. Guy I work with, he has a bunch of chickens, so I used to get fresh eggs from him after my girls quit laying. But yeah, Rudy says, "How do you like your eggs?" I like them either over easy or over medium or scrambled with cheese. But if I'm getting them scrambled, I prefer to cook them scrambled at my house on my own, because I like how I make mine or my dad. If I'm getting them out at a restaurant, I'll get them usually over medium, because I don't want no runny whites. I used to like them sunny side up, but I don't want my whites all jiggly. I want the whites done and my yolk runny.
Yeah, I like them. I've been mainly getting my eggs scrambled, but I do like them sunny side up. No, not sunny side up. Easy. What did you say?
Over easy.
Over easy.
Sometimes the over easy, they still leave the white a little jiggly, but if you get over medium, the white's done and the yellow's, yeah.
Yeah,
And Jerry
I like
said,
them over easy, but for the most part lately, it's if I've been just getting them scrambled. If we go out to dinner, like go out to eat, like at Denny's or someplace like that, I usually just get them scrambled.
I like them so I can sop up the yolk with a biscuit or my toast. And Jerry said he had a guy that wanted him to make a sign that said hot fresh butt nuggets, because he sells eggs. See, that's funny. Regina says I can make killer scrambled eggs. Yeah, I take my scrambled egg, I put my eggs and then put a little bit of milk, a little bit of salt and pepper, throw some cheese in there, whip it all up.
Yeah.
Deliciousness. Y'all making me want some eggs. All right, I'm going to go over and grab that bag because now I can see it and it's going to bug me, so I'm going to grab it. Now watch it not have all the pieces parts in it, but we'll see. There's my square so far. I'll stop the camera so y'all can look at my little bee. Oy. Now let's see if I can move this. Okay, so I got my computer and they're on TV trays. Like, we're gonna see if I can do this without making a giant. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. I got the. Oh, I should have took it the other way. Ooh, where's my little stick? Oh my goodness. Catherine said that square is beautiful. Love the neatness of it. Oh, thank you very much. We made a square using the Sedge Stitch because I wanted to give it a whirl and see if it would work. Okay. It's just one of the baggies, y'all. Come here, you. See, now if I had a little grabber.
Yes, we need a grabber. Just an extra couple inches.
Okay, reaching over the table is not working. Joe says I've not tried the Sedge Stitch yet. Joe, I'm loving it. Loving it. Okay. Plan B. We can't reach over the table and grab it. I need a grabber, not with just a regular stick. Okay. No worries. We'll just move you this way instead. Ta-da! Now I can just walk around.
Catherine is asking, do you have a tutorial on how to do it? Because Catherine is learning, and there's a live stream where Pam walks us through it a couple of weeks ago. I don't remember exactly when. I'm sorry, I don't know. But Pam, did you? I had nothing to do with it. Sorry, not we. Her. Pam. Pam, answer the question. Sorry.
I have a tutorial for the Sedge Stitch.
Yes.
Yes.
I do have a tutorial for the Sedge Stitch. And I'm going to have a tutorial for the square. I'm going to film it up this weekend.
Okay.
But if you go back to the beginning of this live, if you are already somewhat familiar, sorry, I'm moving my table back. If you're already somewhat familiar with crochet, you can go back and follow along with how I made this one. Oh yeah, my camera's off. You can't see me pointing it.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
And what is the other name for the Sedge Stitch? Isn't there another name?
I did not find another name for it, but
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm confusing that with something else.
There's a possibility. Sedge Stitch is all I found on this one. Oh, the blanket stitch is similar, but it's not the same.
Okay.
Okay. See? Baggies of pieces parts. More baggies of pieces parts. And guess what? More baggie of pieces parts. And again, more baggies with pieces parts. And it's all in my friend's baggie. Well, it says friends. Dictionary of language. You can't see it all. It's too close. Got cat fur on it.
So,
Friends.
Pam, I know
What?
you're focused on that right now, but walk us through it again real quick. How does the Sedge Stitch go?
Okay. Hold on. We got to read this bag, and then I will walk you through it.
Okay.
Phalange.
Oh, go big. Sorry, I'm bossy around.
This is the baggie that I had this in. Phalange, an alias for a critical part of an airplane. Pivot, the way one must move in order to carry a couch upstairs. Pivot. Lobster. A crustacean that falls in love and mates for life. 2. What Rachel is to Ross.
Aww.
It's got 2 definitions.
Yeah, I was
So
gonna
there you
say
go.
Regina Phalange.
There you go. Jerry says, okay, I'm done for the night crocheting. I'm down to 1 ear and the tail. We'll work on that
Still
next.
here.
Joe said, I'll have to watch the tutorial. Would it make a good wrap? Absolutely. Yes, it would, for sure. Okay. So, we will come back to these in just a second, and I will show you how all these pieces parts go together. Since we were just discussing that.
I can show my scarf to Joe. All she has to do is
Yes,
make it
please do.
wider.
So this is what we were doing tonight, which is worked in the round or in the square, whatever. The tutorial that I shows you how to do this, where you just work it back and forth. So let me grab a different yarn and a hook. Let's see, y'all. What yarn can I use? This one right here. Come here, you. Just use this because it's right here. Okay, so I did a foundation row before I started. So I did a foundation row. I believe I did single crochet. For the Sedge Stitch, it needs to be a multiple of 3. So you can do it as wide as you want, so long as it is a multiple of 3. Okay, so after you do your first row, in your first stitch here of the row, you're going to do a, let me get this yarn attached first. Hang on. So we're going to pretend here. Come here, you. You just did your stitch, or your last stitch of the row.
Yeah.
Get over there.
Yeah, got
it. Okay. So you've just done your last stitch. Okay, so now you've chained 1 and you turned. Okay, so in this first stitch here, you're going to work a half double crochet.
Oh, yeah.
And a double crochet into the same stitch. Okay, and y'all, this is a 1 row repeat. So once you get the first row, you are good to go. Then you're going to skip 2 stitches. Into that third stitch, you're going to work a single crochet, a half double crochet, and a double crochet, all into the same stitch. And then you're just going to repeat that across. So you'll skip 2 into the third stitch. You'll work that cluster again. So you'll work a single crochet, a half double crochet, and a double crochet. So it almost gives the appearance of like a corner to corner, like when you're looking at it. But it has a little more, it's got more texture than the corner to corner box stitch. And that is your repeat all the way across. Joe said simple. It is very simple. It's a very lovely stitch. Sandra says, good night, ladies. She has a message into her doc. Should hear from her in the morning. And we got a doozy of a storm a little bit ago. It was raining here earlier. You're like, I think y'all probably might have heard the thunder come across the microphone. It's actually starting to rain again now. It's not thundering right now. It's just raining. So, but that is the repeat, and then you do that until you get 2 stitches left. So I'll cruise right on across till we get to the end of this row and show you what you do at the end. Oops. But yes, Miss Sandra, good luck with your doctor's appointment in the morning. I hope everything is good. If you get to feeling worse tonight, please listen to your hubs and go on to the ER. Like Nancy said earlier,
Yep.
better to be safe,
Then
err on the
sorry.
side of caution. Exactly. Darcia is working on her chevron blanket and watching us. Well, I appreciate you coming and hanging with us and crocheting and chit-chatting with us.
And Miss Joe, I did this scarf and it's 70 something inches long. All you gotta do is probably double it or triple it to make a wrap if you're gonna do a rectangle.
And let me finish this last row. I got one more stitch left, and then I'll make you big so you can show it better.
No problem.
Okay, so when you get to the end of your row, you'll have 2 stitches left. So you'll skip one, and then in that last stitch, work a single crochet. So that's the only. So your first little cluster, or your first little stitches of the row, and your last stitch of the row are different. So you do the half and a double to start the row, and then you end by skipping one and working a single crochet. Then you chain 1 and turn, and then that's your repeat. Into your first single crochet, you work a half double and a double. And then you skip 2 and you jump over to the single crochet. So you're working in the single crochets with the exception of the very last stitch, and then in that one you just work your single crochet into the first half double of the row. That's it, or the half double. And if you change colors, that's how your color change looks. Oh, I keep pulling off tiny furs. You must have laid on this. If in case y'all ever get anything from me, there's a good chance it's going to have fur floating around. It's either going to have their fur, my hair, or the dog fur. Sorry. It's a pet-friendly home, and they just, you know, it happens. If you have pets, you get it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Zach said he is watching, not working on anything. That's okay. Sometimes that's what you got to do. Chris says, pose, you're all on TV, while she puts herself into the bushes. So, la, that's my pose. Hey, Noe, welcome in. All right, so that is that. So let me make Miss Nancy big while I make her big so she can show her scarf to Joe and everybody else. And then, ooh, I need to make sure I don't put that in my stitchy water. Put that up there. Not stitchy water, my painting water.
Good night, Moonrose. Moonrose
Good
says
night, Crystal. That turned out so pretty.
You can see the texture when the way the light hits it. But this one is I did it with 3 colors. So for a wrap, you guys do it depending on how wide it. I think you probably triple it if you want it, or just make it as wide as you need it, and just keep on going. And I like it that it has a nice straight edge, so you don't, when you finish it, you don't have to do a single crochet around the edge or anything like that, unless you want to. But it's nice and straight on both sides. And if you do the foundation row, it's also nice and straight on both sides.
Very nice.
Oh, I forgot. I did make this headband too.
Oh yeah, to match the scarf.
Yeah. No, I'm sad that I can't find my blue one.
Is it in a bedroom?
I'll have to check. and may have been either in the bedroom or on the recliner when I went to sleep and it just slid off my head or something. That's probably what happened.
Joe says, I like that. No, he's goofing around with a granny square shawl with some random yarn she got from the discount bin. Hey, that's the best kind. Regina says she's getting little white hairs off of everything because Ozzy is shedding. And let's see.
Crystal Divergent Crafter came in. She said I would be sleeping, but the lightning woke her. So you're
I
safe.
saw you say hey to Crystal Divergent, so I had to scroll you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been coming down here too, Crystal. It's raining again here now.
Miss
I'm
Darcia,
sure my phone's telling me.
Miss Darcia, I used the half double for the strap on the purse. You could do it with the same as the headbands for the strap if you wanted to, because it's the same width, more or less. So if you wanted to continue the Sedge Stitch on the handle as well, it will look nice as well.
See, Joe says she wonders if she'll have time to make one for the auction after she finishes the shawl. You might. I mean, I have found that the Sedge Stitch, especially if you're working it back and forth, works up pretty quickly. Or it did. To me, it seemed like it did.
It did to me. I did the scarf in 3 days because I didn't work on it the whole time. So I did the one color one day and another color another day and so on. But I worked on other stuff as well.
And Joe said her cat lays in her lap while she crochets. Ugh. Okay, y'all, so I have not looked at this stuff in ages. This has been a whip for a long time.
I'm still big.
I know, I'm going to switch us. So this has been a whip for a long time.
Now
I
we can see.
will go back after the live and I will I'll put the link for this pattern. Okay, so when I say you make a lot of pieces parts, you make a lot of pieces parts. So you make this one and then you go around it with this color. Whatever color you choose. I didn't make mine the colors that she did. So these are the little whatever shapes you want to call them. How many sides these got? 1,
8,
2,
octagon?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so it's octagon. I had to count them to see how many sides. So, and then you put that there, and then this goes here.
Hold on, guys.
Okay. I was like, is that at my house? Hold up.
Right? I was thinking smoke detector.
Okay, so and here's this funky shape here. So you got this one. It's got these little legs that come off of it. Zach said he's laying in bed because he doesn't feel well all of a sudden. I'm sorry. Ooh, no, he says she got a $12 cake for $5. Woohoo! And then this, and y'all see why I called it the eyeball. And then you got this eyeball section. You got this piece. Boy, you better not take my yarn. Quit. He's trying to run off with ice cream. Nope. He done snagged it. Look. No, sir. Little yarn thief. You have yarn that you have stolen that I have allowed you to keep. So just go and take it. You know where yours is at. Okay. And then these little pieces go on. Can you see? They go on the end like that. I think. Best I remember. But anyway, these right here is what, these pieces here is what, it's the double wedding ring. So these are the pieces that, like when you get it all together, it makes the big circle. The rings that interlock. And I don't remember where this piece goes. I kind of think it goes somewhere like this, maybe. Possibly. I don't remember. Regina said, get the fly swatter after that tiny butt. But seems like I went ahead and made all of these pieces. I don't know. There were a bunch. You had to make a bunch. A bunch. And I got bored. And also my children were younger and they required attention. And I don't know. Well, wait, let me think. Yeah, I think they were in actually, I say they were younger. They were probably, I mean, obviously they were younger, but I mean, middle school, high school age. I think it was more of me getting bored with it, though, than them being young. But, and I wasn't making it for anybody in particular. I was just making it because I saw the pattern and I wanted to. I wanted to crochet a quilt. So, that is what that is. Someday I will finish it. And I do still have all this yarn. All this yarn is Red Heart Super Saver. And I just bought the coordinating colors. The only one I probably don't still have is this one because it was the buff and I've used it in other projects. But I do still have this Tilly over there and this multicolor. I can see them. They're over there. In the little cube organizer thing. Mine is not a Calyx unit. Mine is I got it from, well, I think that one came from my friend who has a hair salon. No, I take that back. The one that this is in came from Dollar General. So, yep. Angel said, I love the colors. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Zach said, Tiny being a yarn thief again. He is. He is all the time. He is all the time a little yarn thief. So, let me, well, I've got y'all this way, show y'all my blanket progress for those that missed it at the beginning or when I showed it before. Here's
Sorry
what my
about
blanket
that, guys.
Oh, you're fine.
I was making Earl some burgers and the oil got onto the elements.
Gotcha. I just heard it and I was like, because it's storming here, and I was like, oh, what's going on? Okay. So, here's my moss stitch section, and I am using Roll With It tweed. My blanket, my year-long blanket is made with this. This is some yarn I got on clearance, but it's the Roll With It tweed by Red Heart. It's a 4-weight. Y'all can use any yarn you want if you're wanting to join along. I've got a bunch of different colors, so I'm just mixing and matching them up, and I'm separating each month with 2 rows of single crochet. So next week, I will go ahead and do my 2 rows of single crochet to get ready for March. And then this here is my Sedge Stitch section.
I can't believe March is next week already.
I know, right? It'll be next Friday, and y'all, you've got the Crafty Ladies on panel. We will be on Miss Margie's channel a week from Saturday. So the first Saturday of every month, you can find us at one of our channels. We do rotate that off. So yeah, Zach said he's starting to get a headache, but he'll be okay. So there is that blanket. This is my year-long project, and I'm using yarn that was in my stash so that I can de-stash. Use up some of this pretty stuff that I've purchased from all over.
This purple ombre is the only one that I've bought so far. I've been using the stuff from my stash too.
Let me.
But,
I've been good. I haven't bought any this year.
I have bought some. I bought some more Red Heart Sparkle because, well, metallic. It's not called Red Heart Sparkle. It's called Red Heart Metallic. Crystal says, I'm so tired, but I can't sleep due to thunder. Ugh. Hopefully it'll be gone through pretty quick. It didn't last very long here. This is the only yarn I'm going to say so far that I bought this year because you know I'm probably going to buy more. But I bought more of this metallic because I wanted to make my snow day beanie for the tutorial in the sparkly. Look at that sparkle. Love it. Love it. Angel said it's going to be warm and beautiful blanket. Darcia says, "Can I see the purple ombre? Show that again, and I will make you boo."
It's not giving the right the shade of purple on the screen
Mm-hmm.
because it's looking like a blue, but it's not.
And y'all, you know what I found? Okay, when I'm on my computer and I see blue like that, like it looks blue, but I found that when I'm watching it on my TV, it looks more like the color that it's supposed to.
True to color
On my TV. Mm-hmm. It just depends on what device you're watching it on.
It's
Violet or Violetta.
Violeta.
Darcia says, "Yep, because it's her. It looks blue, but it's the purple one."
Yeah.
I thought I had one. No, my pinks are over there. See, I bought the pink ones. I bought one.
Come back.
Yeah. It had the one that was, you had the one that said made in the USA, and then you had the one that was made in Turkey. Remember when they switched them off? My store still actually had one of each, so I bought them to compare, and then I just haven't done it. Crystal said, "Living in a higher altitude area, the lightning is so yeah, I know it, right? Especially when it's like lightning and thundering at the same time, and it's really loud." I agree completely. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
The pink ombre that I was using for the beanie was made in the USA because that was I bought that over. I don't want to say.
Oh, there's yarn in this house that is like it's been in this house like an obscenely long amount of time. Good night, Zach. Feel better.
Good night, Zach.
Good night, Zach.
Regina said, "Usually by the time the thunder gets loud, the storm is usually coming or going." Yeah, like when y'all heard it earlier, I think Margie says she could hear it. The storm was like right on top of us, and it was loud. Like you could hear it rumbling. I could hear it. Y'all probably couldn't. It was rumbling like as it was rolling in, and then, yeah. Well, when it was here, it was loud. And sometimes it'll thunder so loud, like it feels like the windows are rattling. So, let me show y'all some merch that I got. Oh, I meant to grab a water bottle. I'll go grab it. Okay, so I bought, they're not Stanleys. I'm going to call them a Shanley. They're not even knocked. Like, I didn't even buy it as a dupe. They're just the insulated.
It's a family. It's a family.
It's a family. Let me stop my camera since I'm going to reach right across the camera again to grab it.
I do have the Super Saver in Violet as well. I don't know if it'll show up different on my camera, but I have it worked up right here in a swatch.
Here, let me switch a Roosie.
It looks true to color on my screen, but I don't know how it's showing.
Yeah, it's looking more purple there.
Okay.
Yeah, like a gray, almost like a gray into a purpley.
Yeah. Yeah, this part is really light lilac into the purple and then back to the lilac. So maybe that'll give her a better idea. I don't have this in this. So this one is the one made in Turkey. I've got the label right here. Super Saver Violet made in Turkey. I do have some made in US, but not in this color. I only have the red and the
And from what I've found, the ones that are made in the USA are more vibrant than the ones made in Turkey. Yes. But Red Heart was supposed to be working on that and fixing it. But I have not seen any of the new batch roll into the stores, or if I have, I haven't paid any attention to it.
Right. And I'm curious about that as well, because I was not allergic to the original ombre made in USA. I'm allergic to this one.
This one's made in India.
Oh, yes. There are some made in India. Yeah, this one's made in Turkey.
Oh, I didn't know there were some in India.
Yeah, that's right. There are some made in India. Yeah, this one's made in Turkey. And I wish I could grab the one made in US, but it's not the same color, so I don't think that helps us. But I do love the ombre, you guys. I wish I wasn't allergic. I got stopped on this project because they also had it in the graphite, which the gray, black and gray.
I made a pocket shawl with the gray one.
Yeah, and I wanted to do more
Me
with this.
too.
I kind of think I made a pocket shawl with the purple one. Ow, wet. Scratching me. Regina said I had thunder. I had rolling thunder one night and it had been big storms. The thunder boomed loud for hours, would come across the sky, make the walls shake, the windows rattled. It was never quiet, right? Susan wants to know, is anyone making the Montana mosaic blanket? I am not.
Nope.
No.
Regina says, I love ombre. Karen has a whip with that violet, doing a which way fillet by Fiber Spider, and it's the made in the USA. All right, you can't see. Y'all, Tiny is up in my lap, rubbing his little wet nose on me. Say hello to everyone.
Hey,
Tiny.
Tiny.
Nope. You're not climbing
No,
up on my
yeah.
shoulder either.
Trying
He's
to
like, oh
suck
yeah,
up.
watch me.
Uh-huh.
No, he said, I just had some loud geese fly over.
Mm.
And he's wanting to stick his little, he's wanting to go like this with his paws. But when he does that and he brings them back in, he jams his claw in my skin. All right, Tiny. There, your peeps are saying howdy. He's like, yeah, whatever. Okay, time for you to hop down. I want to show.
Oh,
Regina said she made a virus shawl in the cookies and cream ice cream yarn, and it worked well. Ooh. All right. Okay, so my family. Okay, so the one he did the other day worked up really nice. Like it
Go big,
cleaned up
honey.
really well.
make yourself big, sweetie.
Switcheroos in here.
Thank you.
So it worked up really nice. It's not gonna
That
focus
is really cool. No, that looks
Okay.
that shows up really
So this
well.
is just laser engraved, and like these, you know, like I said, these are just a generic brand, insulated tumblers, but they work really great. They work great. This one for like when he was cleaning off the soot, like I don't know if y'all can tell, it almost looks like it's smeared, but the cleaner was like taking off part of the paint, but it only did it on certain ones. It didn't do it on all of them. So I'm going to take my magic eraser and see if it actually, if like what is smearing through, if it's just the soot that didn't come off or if it's the metal. If so, then I'll just discount these. Yeah, I'll just discount these at the next craft show.
It's still a nice effect, though. It looks
Yeah.
cool.
So, and let me go grab one of the water bottles. So these are the only merch pieces that I was doing on my own. I still haven't like got my store set up yet for merch. Still kind of debating on how I'm going to do that. But I do have those. So I do have tumblers and I do have water bottles. So let me go grab one of the water bottles. I meant to bring it in here before. Karen said, spoiled baby, I love it. Yeah, he is definitely spoiled. And Crystal said she likes the mandala ombre, but it's a progression and isn't as smooth as the Super Saver. Yeah, and you know, like these roll with it tweeds. I know I just put the turn draw off, but they're also kind of like an ombre effect by the river. And I really want to try that new. Let me turn this camera back on. I want to try the new Premier ombre.
I want to see that too.
But see, this is the one. This is what I'm using for my blanket. But it, you know, you can't really see. I mean, you can kind of see it in here, but when it's worked up, you can really see it. But this one is called Marine. Okay. All right, now let me go grab one of the water bottles.
Bottles.
Because they turned out really cute.
They did.
Like, super duper cute. If I can get myself twisted around here, I blocked myself in with pieces, parts to the blanket.
And Tiny's still scheming on how to get new yarn. He said, Mom, I'm bored with the one you gave me. I want to play with something fresh. Give her the fresh yarn for the puppy. Colorama. I want to make something with it, says Regina. Yeah, that'd be fun to play with.
Whoa.
I've been having fun sketching.
Oh,
Just
sorry
keeping-
I left you big, y'all.
That's fine.
I'm back.
It's your channel, girl. You can do whatever you want.
Okay, so here are the water bottles. These are Water Sea brand. Let's see. Regina said, Colorama. I want to make something with it. Crystal said the best ombre yarn as far as progression is the Elise ombre. I haven't tried that. I've seen it, but I haven't worked with it. Noe says she used the mandala gnome, and it keeps showing up as man gnome on her receipts.
That's funny.
Noe said Nancy's dog steals the paper from her yarn. And she's talking about Nancy from Nancy's Got Yarn.
Okay. 'Cause I mean, like, I do not have a dog.
Okay, so y'all, this is not navy blue. This is like a gorgeous purple. But look how the bee shows up on the darker colors.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I may need you to put one of those aside for me.
So, and this is a 17 ounce. It's supposed to, I haven't tested it out yet. I was going to put like ice and stuff in it, but it's supposed to keep the ice and water and all that for like 12 hours or keep it hot or whatever. But, you know, it's got the little twist on.
Nice.
So that's this one. And I got several different colors. Like I said, this one's purple. I wanted to test a few of them out before I got a bunch just to see. If anybody's interested in buying one, just shoot me an email. And the tumblers are 40 ounces. They're big. And this one, I wanted to try it on a lighter color. So this one is two-tone.
Oh, that's so pretty.
That is pretty.
Oh,
The bee
that
looks
is
so sweet.
neat.
The bee looks so sweet on that one.
Yeah.
Focus in. Not wanting to focus in.
There you go. When you moved it, it got off focus again.
Well, anyway, but it's like a two-tone. So, but we laser engraved them, so this is not gonna it's not gonna like rub off. It's not vinyl. It's like it's engraved.
there.
It's laser. It's burnt into it. It's laser etched into it. So yeah, that's Joe says, what are the prices? For this first go around, I'm gonna do the water bottles at $15 plus shipping, and the these big honker dudes are gonna be $25 plus shipping. And I have several colors. Angel said that two-tone is sold. Me, please. Send me an email, and I will put it back up on the thing. And I have a couple of I have a couple of these. But first come first serve. I will put up I've got this really pretty green, like a minty green. No, it's not even mint green. It's like pretty green. I guess I can go grab it. But this is the only two-tone one I have. All the rest of them are solids.
No, he's got a good idea.
See, Crystal says, I wonder if you could gold leaf the bee on the navy. That would look amazing. Oh. Karen said purple two-tone would look cool. Oh, yeah, it would. Noe says, I wonder if you can get a yellow bottle and engrave hexagons on it. Oh, that would be cool, too. Yeah, like the hive.
Like a beehive.
Yeah, good idea. Okay, let me go grab the other colors because, why not? Let's make us all the same.
Yes.
Eric said, or a picture of a granny square would be fun. Oh, that would be cute. That would be cute. Susan said she is working on a Christmas tree table runner.
Pretty.
Sweet. Oh,
Let me double count these again because I'm supposed to have 72, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72. 72. Yay, we got the crown of the hat done.
sorry, y'all. Not my mouse on the floor.
Oh no.
At least it wasn't my hook. It's just a mouse, but I need it to turn my camera back on, so he needs to come back over here. Come here, you. I don't want to click stuff. I ain't no telling what I'm doing. Oh, I'm moving stuff all kinds of around. Oh, Lord, go back. What have I done? Oh, go away. Okay, here we go. Okay. Susan, I said that one. Susan says, beautiful damn, thank you. Crystal said, told the hubby I was going to buy a shirt with a crochet hook that said whips and chains inside me. Those are so cute, those shirts. Okie dokie. Alrighty, I have red. And it's red. Red.
Ooh.
It's coming across as orange, but y'all, trust me, it is red. Hold up. It's like red. You can kind of see it. I guess my nails.
Yeah.
It's red. Okay, so I have red.
It's cool. They come in little boxes.
And some of the boxes held up good in shipping, and some did not. The tumbler boxes are just, they're all kinds of messed up. They're all squished and stuff. So I'm trying to figure out how the best way to ship them is. Probably a bubble mailer. Okay,
Yeah.
so I have black.
Oh, she looks pretty on there.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Fun. So I have a black tumbler. I have a like a, I think it's called eucalyptus, but it's this really cool like pale green. In the big tumblers, the pink ones, which I have a pink one that's not all like smeary looking. Trying to remember the other colors, like a peachy color. Angel said email sent. All right, cool. Karen said one of the ladies from the Boggy Creek group made a bag with the granny square fabric. It's so fun, and she gifted it to a woman that works at Boggy. Oh, that's cool.
Awesome.
And look, I put my little cheats on here so I knew what colors they were. And then it's got like, if you see it, the little red mark, that's what my friend at work was engraving them, and he was marking them as he engraved them.
No,
Regina
nice.
said ketchup red. Exactly. Regina said red and black would be fire. Yeah, and I had to go with, y'all have a hair on my face that's driving me nuts. It's like I can feel it like tickling my face. This is the green.
That is pretty.
So it's like a really pretty green. Like it's not like Kelly green. It's like a light green. Focus in, Mr. Camera. Like I feel like if you couldn't see me like at all, it would focus better.
Hello, Lisa's Crochet.
Hello,
Hey,
Lisa.
Hey, Lisa.
saying hi to the new girl in the chat.
There we
Oh,
go. There we
wait.
go.
Yep.
There we go.
There you go.
So
You had to
pretty.
get closer.
So it's kind of a mint green, but it's
It's a pretty
more
mint
like
green. Pistachio. No,
it's
it's
like
not
an
pistachio.
Easter green. Like an Easter green. I mean, it's not even grass green. It's just
No, it's
Crystal says if you have a Cricut, you can text a box out of cardstock if you wanted to. Oh, that's true. And you know, you can get those boxes too from Amazon,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like a select a size kind of box. So it's like it can be like different colors. Spring green. That's probably it. That's a good color for it. That's a good name for it. Like it doesn't say, like they didn't even mark on the box, like, but yeah, like what color it is. I don't think. Oh yeah, it says green. It's green. So there you go. Joe said my cat claimed it as hers while I was gone, so it needs washing. Hey, I understand. I understand, y'all. The hair is still on my face. There it is. Ooh, I got it.
as long as you don't charge extra for the animal hair, I don't care.
It's free. Just a little extra softness.
There's a channel that's as a reseller, and her website or I forget if it's a website or her channel name or that the cat hair is free.
Oh, too funny. Oh, wrong button. I was going to take that banner back down. There it goes. Crystal said Nashville Wraps has a nice packaging, has nice packaging options depending on how bougie you want your packaging to be. Yeah, that's true. That's probably bougier than what I want to spend, but maybe not. I'll have to check into it. Because I found some really nice, I found some stuff on Amazon. And like the tumblers, these came wrapped in, like they were in bubble wrap and then in the box.
Mm-hmm.
And the only one of them came damaged. And like this part of it wasn't damaged at all. The cup part is just the lid. Like the lid, because I mean their lids are plastic. And it was cracked. But I ordered another one, so. And my friend said you can buy the lids at Walmart. So I'm guessing that it's just probably a standard lid, but so I will look. And it came with straws, and one of the straws was bent and busted. So Jerry said a laser can also cut out some nice boxes out of other boxes. See, and I can do that at work. This was with laser engraver. Well, I can't do it at work. I can get somebody to show me how to do it at work. And
Quick
then
question.
But
On
yeah.
the first row of Sedge Stitch, okay, I chain one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do I start with a single, half double on that first one?
I turned my work first and worked on the back side for the first row Sedge Stitch so that it would give it this definition here, so it would stick it out on the front side.
So the first row, but you do the
half
single,
double.
half, and double.
No, it was
single
just
half in the when you're working it in the round, you do single
Oh,
half
in the
and
round?
double. Yeah.
Okay.
And I did it in the stitch, but like not the one I slip stitched in, but the next one for just that first round.
Gotcha.
Regina says, I know you can do amazing things, Jerry. But that he said, yep, that's a nice part. I just walk out to the shop and fire that laser up. Yeah, my friend, well, she doesn't have the Glowforge anymore. She's got whatever the next one is after Glowforge. It's not the Glowforge, it's a different brand, but she started out with a Glowforge. And those are really, really nice.
Yeah, $8,000, nice.
Yeah. The one that he used for this it's not a Glowforge, but it's it's a nice piece of machinery. I mean, you still hook in and do all the stuff through the computer. It has like a big like a 5-gallon bucket of water, and all this stuff runs through it to keep the laser thingy cooled down.
Mm-hmm.
But it like just refilters, recirculates that same water. And then they have it vented outside because, you know, it can get kind of smelly.
Yeah.
Regina said, I just wish I had the imagination. You've got the imagination. You got the crafty bug. I have a lot of stuff up here that does not always translate out. Sometimes it works and sometimes it does not.
Yeah, I worked on a project today with Jenga blocks, and it actually worked out the way I had it in my head.
Yay! This worked out like I wanted it to after I fixed it.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't work out like I wanted it to at first, but it did work.
Yes.
Let's see. Crystal says she's been waiting for someone to use Nashville Wrap's tiered boxes to do a yarn advent or collection, but nope. Now you got me wondering. Now I'm going to have to go check them out because we were talking about that yarn thingy, the fiber festival that's coming to the county over. So, like, anybody in the Middle Tennessee area, there is a fiber festival coming. It's called the Middle Tennessee Fiber Festival. It's going to be in Dixon County in March. So, y'all should check it out.
That's
I went
not
last
fair.
year and it was really cool.
There's
It was
nothing
really
around
nice.
here.
There were 2 yarn trucks there. There was a lady there. It wasn't the naughty sack lady. It was a different company, but she had like naughty, not naughty, Knotty, but naughty, like Dawn said earlier, NAUGH. She had naughty sacks, and they had like different sayings on it. Like, yeah. And it wasn't like the naughty knit sack lady where she puts all the little stuff on the inside, kind of hides it so you can look inside and giggle. No, these were like these were all out for everybody to see. I mean, she didn't have them where like kids and stuff could see, but like if you have one, anybody can see it. It's on the outside. But they were still funny. Adult humor. Regina says, I can't think up cool little projects to do like you guys do. Well, sometimes I go to Pinterest or Google and get ideas or
That's
inspiration.
what I do.
And then
Google, Pinterest.
Sometimes I'm laying in bed trying to go to sleep, and I'm like, ooh, I wonder if that would work. Sometimes it does, and sometimes when I wake up in the morning and I give it a go, I'm like, oh yeah, no, that doesn't work at all.
What was I thinking?
Because in my mind, I'm like, oh, or I'll dream about it, or I'll wake up in the middle of the night going, ooh, I could do that. And then when I wake up, I'm like, the reality of it is like, why did I think that would work? That mathematically, logically, that does not compute. It does not math. It does not work. Which is what I thought was going to happen with this when I started working on it last night. I was like, oh, that's not going to work at all. Well, that's a bummer. When I got to that last single crochet, and I was like, oh, that's too many stitches for that. That's not going to work. And I'm like, oh, it's going to work. If I'm going to figure out how to make it work. Yeah. It's going to work.
You're going to work and you're going to be happy about it.
Yes, I'm like, I'm going to figure you out. No, he says, I can't read a pattern to save my life. I go with what I know and hope for the best. The thing with reading a pattern, I couldn't read a pattern like when I was really young, but then like as I got older, I was like, if I want to make other stuff, I had to learn to read a pattern, or at least learn how to read the stitches, like how to. But one good way to learn how to read a pattern, if you want to learn, or if you don't, then don't worry about it, is to find a tutorial that also, like, say you're following along with like Yarn Inspirations pattern. You know, Mikey has a tutorial for a lot of the Yarn Inspiration patterns. Or if you don't like Mikey's teaching method, Marley Bird also will usually have the same tutorial, or a tutorial for the same project. Or Jonah from Jonah's Hands, because Yarn Inspirations has lots of ambassadors that do videos with their stitches. So you can have the pattern printed out, which is free, and I'll make Dawn big here in a second, and then
Okay.
y'all can see it.
Thank you.
But you can so you can watch his video, or you can look at the pattern and then go follow along with the video, and then you can like see what the stitch like
what I did when I did when I was learning to read patterns is to give you the key on the pattern, right? SC is a single crochet. I would go through the pattern, and where it says SC, I would say, okay, this equals single crochet, and write that down. And it's the same thing with back loop only, put back loop only, and so that it just stretches out the word. That's the only thing that I thought would make it easy for me.
And
And the
some
more you work with it, the easier it gets.
and
That's
some
the thing,
patterns
just keep
are
doing it.
written and some patterns are just written poorly. Let's be honest. Some patterns are. But
Yes.
for the majority of them, especially if they're from a reputable company, they're well written and they're easy to follow along with. And then and Regina said the Sophie's Universe book helped her tremendously to read patterns. Oh, good night, Angela. She said, I've enjoyed being in your live chat. Good night. Oh, y'all stay safe.
Good night, Angela.
Good night,
Night,
Caroline.
Angela.
Good night,
Caroline.
Caroline. Thank you, hun. Stay safe too. Hi, Carlin. Carlin's coming in.
Karen
So
said,
my
I learned
favorite-
old school was all wrote out. Yep. So
Right.
pretty, Dawn.
My favorite part is how it ruffles. But this part, I do need to block it because it just folds under for the actual,
Heart part.
yeah, the actual, I don't know, this part.
Like the collar part, the top of the heart. Yeah.
Because this yarn is so, like, I mean, it's holding this much, weight on it. So it pulls
Right.
it pulls it flat. So, but when you're wearing it, it actually can lay pretty nicely on the little hearts.
Yeah, see, the heart looks very defined now. Like you can see the heart.
Yeah. When I hold it up, it just pulls the weight of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just pops. Yeah.
To see. But I did it. Yes, I did it. And I'm working on the pink one. I'm actually in a color change right now. Is that enough? I want you to really see the ruffles because ruffles are for spring 2024. Ruffles are in, and so are florals, you guys. The florals, like how Nancy makes the roses and stuff. Like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, how Nancy has her bag where she was collecting the daisies and flowers for her bag and everything too. Yeah, so that's big for spring, you guys. Actual like 3D flowers and stuff. So yeah, this was all done with the hobby twister. I used Bright Night. I hope they will bring this back for Halloween. It's a limited edition Halloween. That's from this part down, the colors. And then I used the Twister Solid Avalanche. I used 4 different Twister Solids. So this is the...
Oh, okay.
Yes, because they do coordinate. On the website, they show you the coordinating colors. So those are the solids.
And Karen is saying to try to add another row to the heart, but I'm pretty sure, Karen, the heart was the first part. It's not it's from the heart down. So it would be hard to add another row to the heart. Like, without doing like
No, that's, and like I said, again, it's kind of this yarn because there's so much. It's not doing that as much because this is a fine 2 weight yarn. This is a fine 3 from Hobby Lobby. They must be merino.
So it's a little thicker.
Yes, so it has more structure. So it's not doing it as much. But I don't know, as it gets heavier, it might pull it.
Yeah, hold it that way. Yeah.
So
Karen
I
said
think
at the top, yeah, that shawl, you start with the heart and
Yeah.
then you work the shawl out.
yes,
It grows out and down from the heart.
it begins with a chain of 24 right here in the center. You chain 24 and then you work around this way all the way around, and you just keep building around and around. And then when you get to this part, you actually right here you can kind of see this is where it ends. So you cut it off and you tie in your weave in your end there, and then you start on the side here and you work up and then you go down and then back up. So it's two halves basically, like you go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, just up, down,
Right.
in the V, and just keep building the point to the point at the bottom and then come back up.
And Regina says they're gorgeous, and Karen says, "Oh, okay."
Thank you.
Very pretty.
I'm super happy with them. I really am. Thank you for letting me share.
You are welcome. And
They're
Regina
a
is
lot
talking
of
about the patterns. They're very nice. She said with the patterns, she's like, I read it and process it into Regina terms, and it usually takes me a few times to get it right. I do that too. And I try, usually if I'm following a specific pattern, I will try to make the pattern exactly as written one time. Like, unless it's like a huge project, I will try to do it as written. And then I will, as Regina says, Regina terms, I will Pamify it. I will tweak it and make it. A lot of times it's just perfect. It's fine the way it is. But a lot of times I'll tweak it, make little changes here and there. Noe says what she does is that she tends to just see a picture of a blanket and then she can just recreate it from a visual. And my grandmother was really good at doing stuff like that. And for me, it depends on what it is. Like a lot of stuff I can do that with, just because, we didn't have the internet back in the day when most of us were learning. We looked at a magazine, or we saw it in a stitch book, or saw it on TV and wanted to recreate it.
A lot of my dolls and stuff, I don't have patterns for that. I just see trial and error.
Like that the Barbie doll dress. I saw a picture of it. I could not find a pattern for it. That was before reverse Google image thing. So I made it up, and it was a lot of stitching and then frogging and then stitching and frogging and stitching and frogging. So yep. Let's see. Thank you, Nancy. Woohoo! So this,
and you guys, it has a little tummy. We can like it.
Yes, we can like the super chat.
Oh, that's new to me. I haven't seen that yet.
We can heart the super chats.
Oh, it gives me just a thumb. I don't have a heart.
Well,
but I have.
Do you have to do it on the YouTube side or in StreamYard?
On YouTube side.
Yeah. Gotcha. Well, where was I going? This is going right here. So let's do this one. Karen said she did her makes from patterns till the net. Y'all. So I said I once saw a short with a honeycomb runner. I looked for a video for a hexagon granny and ran with it. There you go. Okay.
Do I slip stitch, chain one, and turn again?
At the end of the row? Yes. So, or you're on the sedge stitch? Yeah. So you chain one, turn, and then you work. This next time you work into that single crochet you slip stitched into.
Okay.
Yep. So y'all, we actually went longer than normal because we was chit-chatting. I've been trying to keep them right at 3 hours, sometimes 2, right at 3, but you know what? That's okay. We are having
fun. You were showing all your pretty new merch.
Yep.
Exactly. I had to show it. So But yeah, if anybody's interested, just email me and I'll have to figure out the shipping because I was gonna do that before I showed it, but then I saw it sitting there and I was distracted beforehand because I was watching that podcast, and so yeah. So,
Mhm.
but I'll figure out how much the shipping is, and then we'll get it.
Yeah. But unless YouTube messes with my numbers again, I should hit 4K this weekend.
Mhm.
Yay! Awesome.
Mhm.
Good deal.
Right now, it's showing that I only need 34 watch
Yep.
hours.
Good deal. And the cool thing with that is once you hit it, that will go away off of your little app thingy or wherever you're looking at it. It'll just poof, it'll magically disappear. And then you're on the way. So good deal. Yay! All right, y'all. Join Miss Nancy tomorrow night over on her channel for her Craft with Me Friday. That's not what she calls it. What is your Friday called? Is it Craft with
Craft
Me?
Challenge Weekly.
Craft Challenge. There you go.
Craft with Me weekly challenge.
There you go. I was close.
It was all of you.
It's mainly
If you take
it's
what I said
mainly,
and Dawn said and squish it together, we got it.
it's mainly Craft with Me, but there's always a weekly challenge.
There you go. And what is the weekly challenge this week?
Diamond painting tomorrow.
Oh, fun!
I've got some diamond paintings that I need to work on.
I do too. Yep. I gotta finish.
Yeah, I've got one. It's a long one of some horses.
Yeah,
That's
I
what I'm
have
doing.
mine.
I
Oh,
like that. The
cool.
truck in the barn. I did see that. I knew that. So I've got a eagle, and I've got that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I've got a dog that I got from Walmart. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be making a run to Hobby Lobby tomorrow, so I'm gonna take a look at some stuff for our crafty ladies. I have an
Yeah.
idea for a project and stuff, but I want to check and see what they have.
Okay. Cool beans. So yeah, so let's see. So we've got that going on. Dawn, you can go to Dawn's on Monday or Hobie Bingo or Hobby Bingo. And then back to Miss Margie's on Thursday. No, West Coast Wednesdays
These days.
Yep.
for
We're
them.
both
And
right.
then, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. I hope y'all have a fantastic night. And we're going to kick it out of here. Karen says, me to hobby shopping tomorrow. Woohoo! She's going to Hobby Lobby tomorrow, too. Sweet! May have to. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what this rain's doing. As of right now, my plan is to sleep in and just, sleep in. That's the plan.
That's a good plan.
So,
I
yep.
like that plan.
Like, no plans. That's the best kind of plans, right?
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
y'all. Oh, wait. Let me click this button first. Whoop, and then somebody said a chat. I went over to the other thing. Hey, there's Adele. She's been lurking in the bushes. You know what? Let's play this one more time for all of our lurkers. Alrighty, there we go. Okay, Karen said, no rain for us this weekend at last. Woohoo! Steve says, good night, everyone. Good night, good night. Dawn's playing with the emoji. Alright. Kimberly says, good night, all. I'll give y'all a minute or so, or just a few minutes to, tell everybody nighty nights. And then we're going to head out of here. Now I'm going to hit the loot button. I figured out a way to do this so that I just have to remember where all my little videos are. Angel says, thank you. It's been a pleasure watching you and the friends. Oh, thank you, Angel. All right, y'all. Have a fabulous night. Remember, be creative. And until next time, happy crafting. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.